Hello from down the pub. How you doing? This is going to be an interactive pub experience, but not just a pub experience. So what you're seeing now, don't think, oh, is that it? That's all he's doing. No. This is going to be a full-on 100% interactive pub experience. And if you're joining in, hopefully you'll feel like you're actually down the pub. It's been fucking killing me trying to do this. So yes, interactive pub experience. Down the pub and then back to my place. You will experience a whole night out with WeaponCollector, walking home with him, and then coming back to the Wendy house. All right? You will meet locals, you will meet strangers, you will meet probably some weirdos. Yeah. You right, Metallic? How you doing? You right, Zed? You right, Eramus? You right, Irish Lays? And you right, CM Militaria? I won't be leaving this jacket on all night. I just thought I'd look a little bit smart. Yeah, watch it in 480p and it will look good. Can you hear that there's actually pub sounds in the background? Or is it too quiet? Anybody want a pint? Hang on. I'll get you a pint if you want one. I've actually bought, this is quite rare for me. I've actually bought some money down the pub with me. So anybody want a pint? I reckon I'm gonna have a vodka and tonic. You right, Smiley? Nice to see you. Nice to see you out tonight. So yeah, this isn't all it's going to be. It's not just going to be a backdrop. It's going to be a full-on interactive pub experience. And if this works good, I'll make it even better next time. All right, hang on. Be honest, this microphone probably. Oh, that's just someone's chair sticking up there. If you wondered, I'll be honest with you, the microphone probably won't pick it up anyway. But there is that you should actually be able to hear some sound, some pub sounds in the background. Because I am in a real pub. I really am in a pub. Irishman said he'll have a Kilkenny. All right, I'll get you a Kilkenny then in a minute. Right, let me set this up how I normally do. I'll get you some drinks in while I'm setting it up. So you're just gonna have to pretend you're looking at your phones now while this ad pops up. And I'll be back in 30 seconds. Right, I'll be back on in a minute. Just trying to sort this out. Right, hang on. There's a lot of shit I have to do on here to get this fucking ready. Right, done. Oh, and people can join in on camera if you want, but I may have to keep going back onto full screen to show the pub experience. So let's see who's on. Let's see who's come down the pub with us then. Oh, and this is for all of you.
Piss it.
Pete said, Spice rum and Coke for me. All right, Peach. Oh, it's going to cost me a fortune for this round. Matat said, tequila, blackcurrant, lemonade, please. There you go. All right. That's going to cost me an absolute fortune. Outdoor said, is the pub called the Green Screen Banter? Might be. G&T for Zed. Right. Let me get myself a drink. I've pre-bottled all mine up so I don't have to fuck about. There you go, vodka and tonic. Nice flat vodka and tonic. Smiley said that looks so real. Oliver said, blimey, you're down the pub. I am. Can you hear the people in the background? I'm making quite a lot of noise though. Right, Nick? So yes, you'll meet some of the locals down here eventually as they start to come in. And also, if you stay with me long enough, you will get to walk home with me back to the Wendy house. So you're going to experience that. It's just going to be a full experience. The only thing is this place shuts at about its last orders at about 10:30. So get your drinks in quick as you can. Pete said kicked out the pub for bringing his own drinks. Do you know what? I was actually known around here for doing that. And luckily, most of the like pub owners who knew didn't do anything. I was known for it. I'd always have, pockets of fucking booze, and especially around the old football club. He would let me bring my own booze in, and then when everyone fucked off, he would start giving me pints for nothing. They're brilliant around there. But he was a pisser himself, so most of the booze, like, he would just be drinking all night anyway. Nick said, I know you said you were putting some effort into tonight, but I didn't think you'd rent out a whole pub. I know, it's amazing, isn't it, Nick? Lots of money this cost me. I've been saving up that coffee.com stuff for ages and ages. Evening, mother, you right, mate? What do you want? Do you want a drink? Fancy a drink? So I said, by the end of the night, the pub might have changed its name to the Mighty Chanda. Boy Tactical, realistically, yes, exactly. It's very realistic. Outdoor said, Mike is the car boot sale Al Murray tonight. There you go. Yeah, I don't know how long I'll be leaving this on. I cleaned 2 nice shirts earlier. I thought I'd make an effort. I'll even clean a shirt. Nice sort of bit of a patterned shirt sort of thing. But when I put them on, they didn't really suit me. They used to be my dad's. CM said he'll have what was that? A double shot of water. There you go. There's yours. Already had yours ready, mate. But yes, if you wondered what mine was, you can't quite see it, but that's a pre-mixed bottle of vodka and tonic. I didn't want to have to keep sitting here fucking doing it, so I'll just pre-mix loads of Irishman, yeah, do you want a Guinness? Irishman said, I didn't know we were allowed to pick what we want. Just said Kilkenny because of the sign. Oh, yes. Where is it there? Yeah. I want a gin and bitter lemon. None of that Bombay shit. All right. I'll get that in for you. That's my 20 quid gone, by the way. Bowman said it reminds me of the movie Kingsman. Nice, yeah. I've got a fancy umbrella over there. Peter, put a trough on the floor, fill it with vodka. That'll do me. Kenny wants a green bastard. Nice one. Dad said, well, I'm wearing my 1950s gangster photography. Good. Nice one, yeah. I wouldn't normally EDC this down the pub, but just in case anyone wondering, it's that's totally legal because I'm indoors and private property. Because it is my own pub. I own this pub. Mother said, Mike, do you think the video I made will need a small edit? I think the bullet to the head part is too long. I didn't have time to watch it properly today because of doing all this. I know it probably don't look a lot at the minute, but you wait till it starts getting going, especially when we walk home. Yeah, I might be able to shorten it down. You can shorten it down just to the little important bit, so it's just about right. You know what I mean? I've got 2 mates coming in a minute. Keep an eye out. They should be coming in soon. Natalik said, would it be rude to say you look like you are celebrating a successful courting? This is pretty much this with the white, because normally I wouldn't wear the white shirt. I would have worn a nice sort of pattern shirt, but yes. Funerals, court. Yes. Oh man said that barman's a bit shiny. There's my pint of gin. I'll get you one. In. It's coming. I'm running out of money now, though, man. Luckily, it's main bar. Yeah, there'll be some people coming in a minute. Keep an eye out. Oh, and when people do come in, just in case the screen goes black, it'll only be black for about 30 seconds, just in case I get copyrighted. Oh, actually, saying that, these lot were supposed to have come in ages ago. I fucked up my timing already.
Two large gins, 2 pints of cider, ice in the cider.
Now I got some proper drinkers in. JT said, having myself a Esther brew. A bowler would look good on you. Yeah, I think so. I'll have to get a bowler out one day. I think it would. Yeah, cause on tap. You get cause video if you want one. Do you want a cause? People can come on camera, by the way. This has been going on all night. This is going to be going on all night. Oh, and I've got my I'm gonna have to cover up the top bit because otherwise it disappears. So what you lot been doing then? Seems like the old pub's dragging people in there. Yeah, just pretend you're really down the pub and you're having a chat with WeaponCollector. I'm going to pint the black stuff. Nice one. All right. I've nearly finished one of these already. Problem with pre-mixing it. All right, Persio. How you doing, mate? Cheers. Got mine. And amongst other things. Blame it on the bucky. Exactly. So yeah, if anyone wants to come on before the late night one, you can. It's up to you. But I'm going to have to keep going full screen every now and then to maintain this and show the videos. First, you'll have as usual. I've pre-mixed all mine already, so I don't have to keep fucking about all day, all night. I wrote vodka and tonic on it just in case someone wondered. Was it water? You know what I mean? Not anyone drinking it. That said, I've not been doing much really. Did a bit on the new Spider-Verse story. That's about it. Nice one. And Alex said, I'm saving my bucky for later. I'm trying to recover from my sugar hangover at the moment. Too much cake and butter. Yeah, save it for later. Well, Metallic would have to be the bar lady, the barmaid. Tactical. She would have to be. Tactical, what do you want? I'll get you drinking. The only time I'm ever getting anyone a drinking. Any of you, like, this is the only chance you get, so let me know. There's nothing worse than ordering a gin in a pub and they give you that Bombay Sapphire piss. All right. Oliver said, I ordered a heavyweight belt buckle for self-defense. It's a good idea because no laws are broken, I think. What country? You in the UK? It probably does. Funko said, let's get pissed and take our clothes off. I'll definitely get pissed. I don't know about taking my clothes off. My buckfast, I'm gonna have a serious think about how much I drink of that, because I was thinking tonight, drinking a whole bottle of that. But I've done it recently. It's the risk of gout. I'll definitely drink half of it at least, though, because I've still got, I've got loads of other shit. Anyway, I've got a whole thing of vodka and tonic there, cans of beer. But that may be a bit risky for me. I'll think about it. Know me, when I get drunk, I'll drink the whole thing anyway. So, but yeah. Tacticals there, looking sharp, mate. Mine's a dark rum and coke. There you go. I'll get you that in. I'm running out of money now, though. This is certainly pulling in the new names, though. Well, any red wine can, Metallic red wine can. One of the worst. Well, it might not with me anyway. I suspect I've not had gout for years, and I suspect when I had gout, it was purely dietary. Because I've never ever had gout from booze. I don't think, not normal booze anyway. Maybe homebrew. But because that's essentially a red wine, red wine and beer are supposed to be the worst ones for gout. Any alcohol, supposedly. That's why I started drinking vodka and water. Water. That's why I started drinking vodka and water. Sounds wrong either way, so. Because it was like the purest booze you can get. But hello, Tactical. Yeah, you're right, mate. But yeah, it's something. All alcohol can give you gout, but red wine and beer have the most. I think it's purines in it. Whatever it is, red wine and beer has a lot of purines in it. What's your video, please? And I'll tell you. Hang on. I have actually. There should be some sounds in the background, Pete. Let me turn it up a bit. That's fully up now. Right then. Zed said, not normally, no. But now you've said it, got to count it for self-defense. It counts as carrying weapon. The thing is, it depends what he means. If it's a knuckle duster with a little pin on it, the police would still class that as a knuckle duster. If it's a belt buckle with any kind of weapon on it, that would be classed as a belt buckle, like a disguised weapon, potentially. I don't really know. It's trying to answer that kind of stuff while you're drinking, you know. Yeah, I'll tell you what, Metallic. I've had gout 2 or 3 times, and I think for me it was always diet related, as in I happened to be eating a lot of the stuff you shouldn't be eating. The main ones that give you, if being overweight gives you gout, you know, contributes to it. Eating seafood, gravy, Marmite, and gamey stuff. That's like the worst ones. So I just don't touch any of that stuff at all now. Oh, hang on. There's some. They're back for another drink by the looks of it.
Get a couple more in. Go for a smash.
Dad said he stated it was for self-defense. Oh, there you go. There you go. Bovril, if Bovril's meat, it's a meat extract. Basically, it meats. Oh, yeah, a lot of red meat can give you it as well. Thank you, British Fire. Thank you. Thank you. Metallic, yeah. Love gravy, Marmite, and homebrew, yeah. I reckon you'd probably be all right. You'd probably be all right anyway, because you know, as long as you're being overweight contributes to it as well. If you're sort of slim, you've got you could pretty much eat. If I lost sort of 3 or 4 stone, I could probably eat all that stuff again and have no issue with it. Irishman, too many quail's eggs probably gave you gut. Exactly. That's it. I was munching on those pickled quail eggs all day, wasn't I? Yeah, thank you for that, Peach, for doing the you know, putting a finger. Yeah, I have got a sound going on in the background. Oh, fucking hell, Shed Ninja's on. You're right, mate. Nice one. I nearly missed you there, Shed Ninja. That's great to see you on, by the way. Calibus, I'm missing comments tonight. I'm a bit too sort of. Oh, yeah, cherry. And there's certain foods you can eat to avoid gout as well. Yeah, cherries are good for gout. Vitamin C. Bo Boy said, to be honest with you, you look exactly like my teacher from school, Mr. Ree. Is that a joke, Mr. Ree? That's like. Was he a mystery? Peter said, being an ugly fucker gives you gout, because that would explain a few things for me. Well, if you had gout lots of times, then that's why I've only ever had it 3 times and once properly. Oh, Monty got my finger properly fucking good earlier. It wasn't his fault. He managed to steal a bag of multi-pack crisps out of a box, ran off with it. Let me turn this up. I'll turn this up a little bit. Some fucker singing in the background now. I was holding this bag of crisps and pulling it, trying to get it out of his mouth, and he obviously thought I was playing. And as he went to get a better grip, he bit right down on my finger. I may have to turn that down. That's too loud for me. I don't think this microphone is designed so it only picks up the bit coming there. Shed Ninja said, how'd you get the pub on screen? I'm really in a pub. I'm really in a pub right now. You've come on a strange evening tonight. If you'd have come on yesterday, it was full-on spirograph stuff. Tonight, I'm making an effort so that everyone can have a night out. Yeah, it might be a green screen. Caliber said, have a look at this on Amazon. You don't think you can put a link on? I'm definitely getting the atmosphere. people in the background singing. I can hear bloody fire going. Doing a bit of Irish singing here.
No, enough bloody discipline. Rab, see, when we were young, there was nothing but discipline. In fact, it is discipline that has made us what we are today.
Alcoholics?
Exactly. If it wasn't for discipline, Rab and I couldn't drink half of what we're drinking today. Am I right, Rab?
I bloody right, but try telling Fantasia at you. Because you didn't know what day it is.
Well, that was some of Persio's mates came in for that. Hello, Dead Inside. Little Pig said, hello, everyone. Good Lord, you're in a pub. I am in a pub. This is going to be an interactive experience tonight. You're going to meet some of my friends. I've got some friends coming down. Every now and then I'll point the camera over to my friends who are in the pub with me. Yeah. I'm still waiting for Sling. We may have to do a bit of a Beetlejuice and keep saying Slingshot's name till he comes on. So I've got a video prepared just for him. But if you don't come on, I'll just do it anyway. Oh. So how you lot been? You been all right? Come shot. Yeah, say his name 3 times. He'll come on. Oh, look. Looks like one of the drunks has come in.
Drink! Take! Arse! Girls!
That's a bit loud, wasn't it? But I bet that woke some people up. Oh, fuck's sake. But yes, trust me. Eventually, there'll be last orders in the pub. We're going to have to walk home. When we walk home, you can follow me back to the Wendy house, and then when it finishes, we will you'll meet me, in the Wendy house. Featured my side search for laughing. That's it. On King Goblin at the moment. Next drink will be my rum. Nice. I got a couple of them for now because I thought I'd have a pint at least. Every time I open the cupboard in my kitchen, I see my jar of crinkle cut beetroot. I snicker every time I see it. You know what? I was saying to my mum and my brother the other day, what do you want for dinner? And they said crinkle cut chips. And I nearly burst out laughing as well. Yeah. Oh, Shed Ninja, thank you for those ideas. I fucking loved them. The things that people are coming out with are brilliant. What I'm going to start doing is I'm going to screenshot everyone's ideas and put them in a folder because there's so many of them. Bloody Samurai Bird has come up with a whole new tangent, but in all honesty, I love Samurai Bird's idea, but I think it's a very fast ticket to getting sued. Oh God. No moonshine for me, or you want some moonshine, Peter? I can get you some moonshine. Outdoor sword, the worst state I've ever been in was when I had a few beforehand coming off amoxicillin for a chest infection. I decided to go down the pub, drank 8 to 11 pints between 3.5 7. Couldn't walk or talk properly. That used to be me every weekend, mate. Every fucking night, but yeah. But just without the amoxicillin. Bo Boy said, I remember when I was drunk at a church and I stopped the service with my screaming. A man carried me out, carrying me. Fuck's sake, I butchered that. Sorry. I remember when I was drunk at church and I stopped the service with my screaming. A man carried me to my uncle's car. Fuck's sake. Lewis said, you've got a lever action above the bar in case of zombie shot. I have. Lewis, I have got it ready. Can you hear that now? There's a load of Irish singing in the background. Hang on. Someone's just coming in for a drink.
2 large gins, 2 pints of cider, ice in the cider.
Mother said, forgot to tell you, Mike, me and my friends shot a bow target with Yar 9. 15 each bolts with a Warhammer arrowheads I showed you. It just reaps through the target like nothing. No, nice one. That's good to know. That's good to know. Shared Ninja said, no problems on the ideas. It's proper fun as far as. I hope you don't mind, but you know what you said about your missus saying, I had to share that with Metallic Reality because Metallic Reality told her daughter about it and had a similar reaction. So I had to tell her about it because I love hearing when anyone says to me the reaction that was, the reaction when they told someone it always makes me piss myself laughing because it must sound so mental. The thing is, I told my mum about it. She didn't even react. But that just proves she thinks I'm a nutter anyway. Tactical said time. No, it's way too early for that. Way too early for that. You weren't on. I told you. You should have come on when you're supposed to. Closing time in here is around about 10:30, I think. It's a bit early. That's last orders anyway. Callum said, I want a bottle of your finest wine and cake. Yes. That's not set in a pub, though, so that won't be on tonight. Every scene that comes on tonight is set in a pub. Little Bicker said, that bloody hippie reeks of patchouli oil. A lot of strange comments on here tonight. Bobo said, I just built a repeating compound bow and went to the local archery range with people were mind blown when I demonstrated it. Nice one. Capazio, you opened your stuff up yet? Metallic said, I read your message to my daughter and she laughed. But she also said she feels for his wife and the pain. That's exactly it. My mum has to hear so much nuttery bollocks that she didn't even react to it. I told her. So just another weird thing he's doing at the minute, then, is it? Yeah, I absolutely love it when I hear that someone's told someone and their reaction. It's always very odd. Yeah, Bow Boy, that sounds good. I like the old, I like stuff like that. I've seen the old repeating compounds and all that. Yeah. I'm going to deafen you all again.
Drink, take, arse, girls.
That one's way too loud. Well, that probably makes it better. Dan said, time zones are a bitch, but it's never too early or too late. Exactly. Caliber said, best scene is Lock, Stock and Two Smoker Barrels, which is in Cockney Rhyming Slam with subtitles. Nice. Yeah, well, if this goes good, I might add more. Quite a lot of people watching. Cheers, everyone. Get your drinks in. Metallic said she decided it was definitely one of those you had to be there at the time. I think so. I'll be honest, I agree with you there. I've been losing subscribers since I've been doing this. Outdoor says, surprisingly, patchouli oil is amazing for inflammation. I've never actually heard of that, though. I've never heard of it. Yep. Scowl, JT Jensen, scowl, mate. Zach Attack said, Mike, nice to see you at the bar. Lol. Thank you. Yes, nice to get out. Sounds quiet, but it's just because you can't, because my microphone's quite good. You can't hear the background. There's a lot of people going on, and I'm at the quiet end of the bar, so you won't see the barmaid. What's that? That's that, isn't it? Oh, hang on. Looks like Slingshot Warrior is just about to come in.
Yes, cheers. Boy, that's it.
I was going to save that for when he came on, but I don't think he's going to. Jared Ninja, oh, that's what I wear the mask in all my videos. Save my wife's embarrassment if I was recognised. Oh, for fuck's sake. Yes, exactly. Too late for me now. Jack Striker always used to say to me, you should have worn a mask. Oh, so it's too fucking late for me. Yeah. All right, Khalid, how you doing, mate? You want a drink? Do you want me to get you drinking? That reminds me, I told a couple of my friends about publishing Spirograph story. One of the bastards grasped me up. They told my sister. Fuck's sake, Zed. There you go, you've been caught now. Khalid said, I went to the pub first time in 3 years last Friday to see my friend's boxing match. Didn't drink though. You had a Diet Pepsi. I'll get you a Diet Pepsi in then, mate. I'll get you a Diet Pepsi in. Oh my god. So the violently loud laughing begins. I thought that was brilliant on that video. I might play that one again in a minute. He's been out and come back in. Dad said they laughed me in the loony bin, I know. Well, that's it. They tried to take me to the loony bin once and they wouldn't have me. I actually did once as a court punishment. I was made to go to the Haylaker unit, which is actually a secure mental hospital. I think it was one of the, I don't know. And I remember sitting in this, having to go with my mum because I was obviously under sort of adult age, and talking to a psychiatrist in like a room, a bit weirdly like you'd imagine on the telly. Or a film, but I suppose they portray it quite realistic anyway. And being asked a lot of weird stuff, and mainly the ones I remember they probably just ask you loads of questions, but because I don't know if any of you have ever had to talk to a psychiatrist like in that kind of situation. But they was asking me stuff like how many rooms are in the house, who sleeps in what rooms, what beds do you sleep in, all weird stuff, really weird stuff. And I think, to be honest, my mum thought, oh, this is well weird. I'm not taking him back to that, so she didn't bother. Nick said, my mum used to work in one of those places. Well, funny enough, my mate's mum did, because weirdly enough, when we went to the fucking Haylaker unit, basically my mum's old best friend, as in she's still her best friend, but doesn't really see her anymore, saw her walking along the corridors. Well, weird. Yeah. He said, my mum once threatened to put me in the loony bin because I wouldn't eat a spicy burrito. Fuck's sake. That's not joking. I visited a friend in a secure mental unit and had a heck of a job getting out. The nurse who signed me in had gone to lunch. Oh, for fuck's sake. Yeah, that'd be mental, wouldn't it? Pardon the pun. Dan said, and for the lesser vans, I have available contact for citizens, wife with daughters. All right, Dan. Yeah, if you can supply wives, there may be some people who want them. Nick said she met a lady in there in the 80s that had been in there since she was 13. Fucking hell. And her parents put her in there because she got pregnant. That's mad, isn't it? Because you're never going to get out because you're not even ill. Khalid said, not a psychiatrist, but a counsellor. Outdoor said, how many beds do you spend your... Right, dead inside. Cannabis said, if someone asked me what bed do you sleep in, I'd reply, your mother's. I don't know if that's a good idea. Not while you're in a fucking secure mental hospital. Little Picker said, you've heard of... I haven't actually heard of that. No, Little Picker. No, it's petunia oil. It's not patchouli. It's petunia. That's why I didn't know what you was on about. It's petunia. P-E-T. It's petunia oil, isn't it? Petunia oil. Maybe I'm wrong. I always assumed it was petunia. Petunia oil. As in the petunia flowers. That's why I didn't know what you was talking about. Because I knew that. I thought I always thought that was petunia oil. There's Irish singing going on in the background now. Don't know if I like it. Nothing against Irish people, but not really into Irish singing. Zed said, I had to see one psychiatrist one. He was madder than I am. Yeah, I thought it was petunia oil. No, it's patchouli oil. Yeah, I've always thought that was petunia oil, but then if you look in different places, it says petunia oil. Patchouli oil. I know you'd have to read the book to tell really what it is, but yeah, that's why I didn't know what you meant. I knew what you meant, but I thought it was petunia oil. Mum said, Mike, which movie you watch at the bar? I don't know. Hello, everyone who's just joining, by the way. If you want a drink, let me know. I'll get you one in. I actually bought some money. Don't ask me why I carry money in a drug bag. Hang on, a Ziploc bag. But I've always, I said it now. But I've always carried my money in a little, I find that easy to carry in a wallet. Not drug bag, a Ziploc bag, whatever the fuck they call it. There's been no drugs in that bag. Chad Ninja said, did some American psychiatrists get themselves committed in an experiment? Oh, didn't some American scientists get themselves? I'm not sure. That might have happened, yeah. Oh, you mean as in the ones I've got on here? Do you know what? I've not got that many on here tonight. I've pared it down a bit tonight. My favourite one tonight is probably this one, though.
Piss it.
Absolutely love that. I'm going to play that every single time someone mentions booze in a normal video now. Berger, now for fuck's sake, cunts next door having a party. I wouldn't mind, but their tasting music is shit. Oh, if anyone wants to come on camera while I'm on this bit, you can, by the way. But I definitely want people. You've got to come on later. But if people don't come on this one, it's all right. First beer open, nice. Yeah, I may not be able to, I'm tempted to maybe not drink all of my fucking buckfast tonight, Persia, if you heard me saying, just because it's a bit risky, but I know what'll happen as soon as I get drunk. I'll be going down, mate. I'll be drinking the whole thing. It's all right, Persia, you got us to keep you company. You got the, you're down your local. Get in it, get in the atmosphere. Tactical Shed Ninja. I read a POW during World War II faked mental illness, get sent to a home, but it was became bad and he was committed. But he said, I used to go to the pub a lot when I was 16. My older cousins used to buy me the pint. Lucky we never got caught. I was never allowed in pubs as youngsters. They knew our family, knew me, knew I wasn't old enough. And then as soon as I was old enough, I managed to go in the pub maybe 2 or 3 times and got barred. And ended up getting barred from every single pub in the village, which we had actually quite a few pubs in my village. I think at one point we had about 8 pubs in my village. There was a lot of pubs in my village. My little village, you could actually do a nice pub crawl. The amount we had. Danny, I have got some ice. That is chilled though, but it's gone a bit warm by now. Outdoor Sports said, me and all my imaginary friends have separate rooms in my house. One of them has a pet snake called Monty who eats hidden cameras for supper. And another dances at 3 a.m. chanting la 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 hee hee. I did a drawing. Would you like to see? Yes, go on, send me the drawing. Yeah, but now it's petunia. Yeah, I've just assumed by hearing what he was saying, it sounded like petunia oil. Yeah. Petunia is the heart of God. Random improbability drive turned a. All right. I've read that in my head. But I'm gonna try not to drink the whole bottle. Last time I did that, I needed to be mostly carried home. Still wasn't as hangover the next day as I was New Year's day though. That was a good one. That wasn't it. Yeah, I've got enough booze that I don't need to drink all the buck flask. But knowing me, once I've opened it, it'll all be going down. Shed Ninja said, How'd you get on cam? What button? I'm on a phone. Right, so the easiest way to do it, Shed Ninja, so what I'm doing now, what I would do, I would just send you a link and to your email. So you email me, I send you a link, you click the link and then follow the instructions. On a phone, it seems to work best if you've got Chrome on it, but it will work with any web browser. So yeah, you just click the link and open it in a web browser, and then you follow the instructions. And as far as I know, it's really simple to do. You don't ask. I don't think you even need to sign up. Really, you may need to. If you do need to sign up, it's no issue. It's just putting your name in, I think. But I don't even think you need to sign up. Yeah, and then you can come on camera, like, you know, don't screen and that, and have a chat. West Yorkshire Sam, how you doing, mate? Oh, hang on. Oh no, looks like Slingshot's being out, and he's just coming back in again.
Yes, cheers.
Cheers.
Boy, that's it.
But it's really easy to do. What you saying? How do you get them in the bottle? I don't know what that is. I've gone over my head, that one. Dan said, your cross-gender bank accounts take a second. Don't quit stream for 5 minutes. I have no idea what that means. JT said, a pub crawl. The end of the world would be funny. Pub crawl with tasks. Oh, don't say his name. I'll actually get the ice cubes in. Oh, yes. Yeah, because we've got to drink it out of the bottle, Perjo said. There's rules for tonight. The buckfast has to be drunk out of the bottle. Yeah, this isn't all of it. When this pub shuts, you're going to follow me back to my house, and we may meet another couple of characters on the way. Definitely one, at least. Yeah. So if anyone wants the link, just send me an email and let me know on here. Because if you send me an email, it's easier. It saves me having to search for people's emails and reply to you while I'm live streaming. You know what I mean? So if you send me an email, I'll put my email on. Hang on. If anyone ain't got it, there's my email. Send me an email. And then I'll send you the link, and you just click the link, follow the instructions. I can copy and paste that into the chat if it'll be easier, by the way. Yeah, you're all right, Persia. I've got your email quite easily. Some people I ain't got it as easy as, you know what I mean? Right, I'll put it in here. You might be able to copy and paste it. Metallic said, for ice cubes, you need to plan it in advance. And you can now get ice cube trays that do stick shapes. That would work. Yeah, drop them in. I forget, Zed. Is that one or not? Is that one of the links or not? You know what? I can't even remember. Oh, it is. Yeah, there you go. But if people email me, it's slightly easier for me if that makes sense. What's that? Oh, my bottle. Might get myself a pint in. Anyone want a pint? But yeah, Shed Ninja, you're welcome to join in. I'd like that. Yeah, it'd be good. WeaponCollector merch. Look at that for quality. I'm gonna have to slow down because I'm already feeling quite pissed. Thank you, Jamie. Thank you. Yeah. Do you want me to stand up, give you a little bit of swirl? Although it's probably going to be a cock and crotch shot now. Let's go down a little bit. Oh, that sounds rude. Oh. That's all I did last night. Fucking unintentional innuendos. Well, I suppose Dead Inside, that'd be a good one. Sings, all right, Sing, how you doing, mate? You got a shot of rum? Nice one, hang on.
Pisshead.
I love that. I fucking love that clip. I thought you was in a real pub. Hang on, I thought you were in a very quiet pub. I had to start to find out. Nice one. There is supposed to be sounds on in the background, but they're not loud enough. This microphone only picks up what's going close to it. Thank you, Jamie. Don't help, I'm sat there with this as well. Fuck me, and he dropped that then. Don't fucking clip it, but saying that's like a fucking red rag to bull, isn't it? Nitpick said, I'll have a pint of. Oh my god, there's Kilkenny, the bastards. That's good, actually. Bob said he'd have a pint.
Piss it.
Right, I can't help myself. I fucking love that. I'll get you a pint in, Bob. I'm running out of money though, but I'll get you a pint in. Do you want the real experience of the pub would be me spending the £6 I bought with me on maybe 1.5 pints that I'd saved up for weeks, and then I'd keep saying to you like, "Oh, gets a pint." Tactical gets a pint. Zed gets a pint. Metallic gets a pint. Actually, no, what I'll do, I'll just stand next to you and you'd offer me one, which normally happens. These pint glasses, though, I've noticed something about these. That's not a pint. That's 440. It must be some kind of weird American pint. Jamie said, "I will have a pint of Jack Daniels." Got it. It's on the way, mate. It's coming for her. It's coming now. There you go. Cheers. I have no idea who that is outdoors. And that would be quite, yeah. Hang on. Anyone remember the supposed alcohol alternative that Professor David Nutt was planning on releasing AlcoSynth that maxed out 4 drinks with 0 hangovers? That'd be interesting, although that wouldn't be enough for me. Jed Ninja's I emailed, mate. It's the Marky Mark joke email. Yeah, I remember. Right, I'll get you a couple of links in a minute. Just remember, though, I'm probably going to have to keep going back to full screen, or I might have to have you lot on a small screen if you don't mind. We need to keep the pub ambience. That was the best pub night for me, and I got hijacked by a hen party. I was mortal and only spent £2 all night. Oh, the good old days. James said, Louise will have a pint of baby sham coming up. Coming up, mate. Coming up. Here you go, Louise.
Piss it.
That's the best clip I ever got, I think. Although there are more. And there's this one if you want to be deafened. Oh, look, the old drunk's awake again.
Drink! Take! Arse! Girls!
Samurai Bird, how you doing, mate? Cheers. I just sat down the pub at the minute. Ignore the I've sat down the pub. Oh, and I hope you lot are all dressed up smart, or in your, you don't have to be dressed up smart, but you got to be dressed up in your going out to impress clothes. Samurai said, I'll be back in a couple of hours. 100% definitely be on in a couple of hours, mate. Yeah. I'm going to be on here till 12. And then after 12, I'm going to go out into the Wendy house and do like a, maybe a 5 o'clocker. We'll see what happens. An all-nighter anyway. Dan said, put it on the tab. Hard to tip you. You can tip. No. Don't ever think you can't tip me, mate. Here you go. Here's how to tip me. You want to get me a pint? Get me a pint. Come on, get me a pint in. Someone get me a pint in. Just click that link. In the description, there's a link. And in there's a person called Nightbot to give a one-off tip donation. Someone get me a pint in. I've been buying them all night. Bob said, Mike, my pub opens soon. I'll go over and get some brown ale. and have a drink for you. You coming on later, Bob? You on later? You're welcome to come on. You're welcome to come on now. If you, by the way, I'll send the invites out about 10:15ish, if you lot are up for that. We're going to be on. I'm going to probably be on in here till at least 12:30 tonight, indoors. So we've got ages yet. Still got 2.5 hours to go. Jamie said, well, you lot can do karaoke if you want. I don't do karaoke. Little because I'm in my birthday suit. It never fails to make an impression. There you go. That's good enough. That's good enough. My dad said, going out to impress clothes. I don't go out. My only smart stuff is funeral gear. All my going out clothes, I've gotten a bit too old for. We'll let you off because you weren't warned. So I'll let you off. I'm expecting to see Tactical in the shirt though. Otherwise, I'm going to be very disappointed. I may even chuck him straight off. Bob said, okay, just send me the link when you're ready. Do you want to come on early or do you want to come on later? It's up to you, Bob. You can come on this one or the late night one if you want. But I'll do the later one if you want. It's up to you, Bob. You can come on in a minute if you want. Yeah. Cheers, everyone, by the way. Oh, later, all right, Bob. Yeah, no. When I'm in the Wendy house, I'll wait for you to pop on, or I'll just send you the link anyway. My dad said, thanks. Maybe I'll get my top hat out and have a camera pointing from the neck up. Do that. That'd actually be great. Bob said, join you in the Wendy house. Nice one. Yeah, because what I'm going to do from here, eventually when they call time on this, I'm going to have to walk home. So you're gonna get to follow me on my walk home. Well, you're going to be walking home with me, coming back to the Wendy house. Right, Steve? Tactical said, for fuck's sake, put the pressure on you, Git. You said dress like you're going out. So I got my live band gear on. Well, I made a very small effort. Why can't you? I actually cleaned 2 shirts and everything for tonight. When I put them on, they just didn't look right. But then, in all honesty, I looked at this and thought that don't look right either. Louise, how you doing? Louise said, baby sham more like double Bacardi and Coke.
Pisshead.
That's my favourite video now. Cheers, Louise. I just got that in for you. Yeah, Bob. Yeah, I got my bottle of Buckfast. I'll be opening that bit later. I'll tell you what, I will play one of my other favourite videos though that I've got on tonight, in case people missed it.
No enough bloody discipline.
Rab, see, when we were young, there was nothing but discipline. In fact, it is discipline that has made us what we are today.
Alcoholics?
Exactly. If it wasn't for discipline, Rab and I couldn't drink half of what we're drinking today. Am I right, Rab?
Now, bloody right, but try telling Fantasia at you. Because he didn't know what day it is.
Fucking love that bit. Because that is pretty much my life. That's my life. Not all of it, but the discipline bit. Too much discipline. If it wasn't for all the discipline I had, I wouldn't drink as much as I did. Louise said, does that mean when you're pissed you're going to do a striptease? Maybe. I might do. I'm up for a bit of a striptease later. I'm up for that. How am I? Maybe I'll pull out the old going to gigs dress. See if that still fits. You don't have to. So I'll be honest, Bob. That was quite hard to understand. I would play it. I'd play it so that you could so that I could say what it was. I'll be honest with you. I think English people can just about understand. You know, you get the gist of it. But I think if you don't live even in England, you're going to struggle with that. Wreck the hoof juice. Yes, exactly. Persia, do you want me to play it one more time so you can write it down?
No enough bloody discipline.
Rab, see, when we were young, there was nothing but discipline. In fact, it is discipline that has made us what we are today.
Alcoholics?
Exactly. If it wasn't for discipline, Rab and I couldn't drink half of what we're drinking today. Am I right, Rab?
I bloody right, but try telling Fantasia at you. Christ, he didn't know what day it is.
I like the end bit where he says, try telling Fantasia down there. He doesn't even know what day it is. Oh, God. That's what I think I sound like when I'm absolutely fucking hammered. Just without the Scottish accent. Nice one, Louise. There you go. Get the whole I can't think of the word. But yes. Full screen and enjoy. Don't forget the new UK law that forbids inappropriate flashing. Yes. Tactical would be getting in a lot of shit for his oh no, that's what happens on Drunk Stream stays on Drunk Stream. He got his moves out, by the way, just before anyone gets worried. Because stopping that sentence at that point would sound very wrong. You all right, Emperor? How you doing, mate? Hello, everyone who's just joined. What would you like? Do you want a drink? Have I played this one yet?
Have another pair of large scotches.
Irish singing going on in the back. I wish you could hear this. Pozo, I used to live where that was filmed and set. Nice one, nice one. Up there, I've got the box set to Ramsey Nesbitt because I used to absolutely love it. Love Ramsey Nesbitt. I like anything like that. I like anything revolving around alcohol sort of thing. I bought this. Oh, I can't get it. Where is it? Bought this recently. I've seen this loads of times, but I bought this. I actually bought this while I was drunk, but I remembered buying it. No, it's not going to work. Must have a bit of green on it. If you don't know what leaving Las Vegas is, it's about an alcoholic who basically goes to Vegas with a load of money and tries to drink himself to death. Guys, it's shit when they make it now. Damn PC. I noticed that. They made a new series recently, didn't they? Or a couple of years ago. And it wasn't the same, was it? It's a shame, really. Shame. There's some Irish singing in the background. You just can't hear it. That's because, for fuck's sake, thank fuck you said moves. You made me sound like I'd flashed my dick. I have a habit, and that wasn't deliberate. I wish it was. I have a habit of making things sound a lot worse than they are. Luckily, I made sure that I yes. Dan said, I'm trying to use the link, trying to use PayPal. It just keeps linking me into a never-ending security question. That doesn't normally happen. That's a shame, Dan. Put a quid on the pool table. I will. I've got my little money bag there. I'll see if there's a quid in there. Yeah, there's a quid in there. I'll put you a quid on there, mate. Outdoor sports has still game changed a bit in the last couple of seasons due to the problematic elements in the original 16. Oh, that's a shame. I'll tell you what, I actually really still game is excellent. That's really good, actually. Yeah, I like still game. Don't let me forget about quarter past. I'll get you lot on. I will get you lot on. Don't worry about that. If it's too late for anyone, let me know because I don't want to keep you waiting and then too late for you. Because I just assume everyone can be up all night. If it's too late, let me know. But I'll get you on in a minute. Shed Ninja and Persia and anyone else who wants to come on. Damien said, "Did you know the condom machine in the bogs ain't working?" That fucking thing never works. Eric Axblood, how you doing, mate? And he said, "Evening, everyone. Looking smart, mate. Just cracked open a beer. A Toski. Cheers." Hang on. Yeah. Cheers, mate. Hang on. Cheers.
Pisshead.
Do you know what that was, Irishman? I think that was the one noise you heard. I think that was the fire popping on that. I'm not sure. I heard that noise as well, though. Just spat all over the fucking monitor. MG Motors, how you doing? I'm confused. Are you actually in a real pub or is it something crazy? No, I'm in a real pub. Hang on. Someone's just joined. Someone's just joined.
Get a couple more in. Go for a smash.
I may be in a real pub, I might not be. It just depends what you want to imagine. Outdoors, I listened to a bit of it and I've got it. So I think I added the album. I'm pretty sure I added the whole album to my songs playlist, drunk playlist, which will be played tonight. I have a whole playlist of 350. This will make you laugh, right? So when I get drunk, I have a playlist that has about 350 songs in it. And on my analytics on my channel, do you know what the most listened to ever playlist on my channel is? It's my drunk playlist. Have a guess how many times that drunk playlist, there's 350 videos in it. They get played one after another. Guess how many views that's had in the sort of last 5 or 6 years, I think. And dancing, anyone else get nostalgic at the clip of the people smoking in the pub? You know what? I was trying to get a clip with people smoking in the pub because I know the exact feeling. Yeah. Was they doing that in that one, in the with Nailing Eye ones? But I know what you mean. Yeah, you think. I often say to my brother about it, my younger brother. It's weird because you get you at the stage now where it's almost like you was never allowed to smoke in pubs. But yeah, I remember the days when you could stand there at a bar. Yeah. Outdoor sports, you're about right. It's about 9,500 times that's been played. Not individually, but the songs. Yeah. It probably counts every time I open a new tab, probably counts as a view. Like Willy Wonka says, we're in a world of pure imagination. Exactly. So what I'll do, when I start my walk home, it looks like Persio, Tactical, and Shed Ninja will be walking home with me. Oh, Shed Ninja, just be prepared. Sometimes when you're on a phone, the sound feeds back. Not always. I don't know why it does it sometimes. Sometimes it don't. So be prepared. Because there's plenty of people who do use phones and don't need earphones though, but sometimes it's worth having them about just in case it's doing it. Tactical said to stay. Now it's the crinkle cut Cox. Zed's idea. What's that? I've missed that. Oh, what's the name of the pub? The Weapon and the Collector. Maybe. Little because I've just been reading BBC headlines. France has used. We don't do politics here. No politics here. But definitely don't do don't do politics down a pub. Naughty. Oh, I even got the video to play for that. I would have sent you a very horrible video then. I know I've got it.
What, are you retarded?
Joking a little bit. No, I don't mind you sharing that. But no, oh no, sorry, he was joking. It was a joke. Yeah, because he's joking. Sorry, Little Pig. I'll let you off for that. I'll let you off. Sorry. The joke is on that they're playing Barry Manilow at them, and it's a war crime. Yeah, I'll let you off there, Little Pig. I jumped the gun there. I'll apologise for that. I jumped the gun. Yes, I actually heard that earlier. Yeah, that they're paying Barry Manilow to protesters. MG Motors, have you watched Phoenix Nights? I have seen that. Yeah. But is it better than most overwhelming smell of piss in most pubs? I quit smoking ages ago. Sometimes I walk past someone pulling on the roll and I think, Walked past someone smoking a tailor-made. I'm glad I quit. I get that as well. I get that. The knuckle duster, exactly. Then it's the yeah, as I said, it's the bitten knuckle duster, but that's not right. Dan said, I love my drink, my guns, and my freedom. Your PayPal thing is wonky, but I will keep trying. That's got to be your end. It's got to be your end. That's got to be your end. Someone else donate something just to prove Dan S wrong. But I thought it was the midget's arms. Oh, you fucker. You fucker. Because it's the smallest pub in the world. Right, I'll let you off. I'll let you off.
I'll have to take this abuse much longer.
Suddenly going onto boats and other places now. MD Motor said, must be called the Anglo Arms. Well, that's quite a good one. That's quite a good one. Don't encourage him, Tactical, and don't be joining in. Oh, and it's a very small pub. You call it the Mark said, I can't even say it. The Thalidomite Arms, fuck's sake. Oh, God. Outdoor Sports said there was one time when I was at the pub that I frequented, and because I quite fancied the barmaid there at the time, but drunk and awkward, I saw her birthday badge and wished her happy birthday in a way I hoped I'd like to imply that I liked her. Steve said my mate failed his Australian scene exams, but I asked him, did you redo them? Fuck's sake. At least I didn't butcher that. Jamie, Mike, have you asked for ID? I haven't, no. Yeah, there's a couple of people in here who I should have been asking ID for, isn't there? Oh, I feel fucking really pissed already. Looks like I won't. I'll be up all night still, but looks like I won't be remembering much of fucking. I won't be remembering much of our conversations later. Put it that way. Litter picker said 13 people have been injured after the mezzanine floor collapsed. Bloody hell, can't take you anywhere. I saw that one as well. Oh, she said, oh, cheers. Felt like shit. Why? What was it? Not her birthday or something? Right, I'm going to check my emails. Check those. Check my emails. Tactical, do you want to come on in a bit? Metallic, when do you want to come on? Late? Do you want to come on the later one? The after 12 one? Nice one. Yeah, got George's and Shed's. Oh, the best looking barmaid was the one from Time Gentleman, Please. What is that? I can't think what that is. Time Gentleman. I'm sure I've seen that. What is Time Gentleman, Please? Oh, yeah, the fucking, yeah, with Al Murray, yeah. Yeah, who was the barmaid in there? Let's have a look. Oh, I remember her, yeah. I agree with you, Irishman. Yes, I do. Yeah. Nice one. Oh, you're coming on late? All right. So it'll be Pergio and Shed for the early one. Oh, and just be aware that this one stays on. But if you come on the later one, you can, that gets deleted. There's a message for you up there from Metallic Tactical. It was hidden, so I've just shown it. So scroll up a bit if you haven't seen it. I don't know what it was, but it was definitely not interested. It was a cold. Oh, cheers. Yeah, that's a shame, isn't it? No. Oh yeah. If it's not deleted, I'm not on. That one gets deleted. I'm going to keep this one on. This is too good. I can't be deleted this one. Right, I'll send you your invites in a minute. This one goes out to me, Metallic, and Pergio, and anyone else who may be drinking Buckfast.
See, this gear's brewed by monks, so it's symbolic. In symbolic terms, this isn't wine. It's actually the blood of Christ.
The blood of Christ, eh? Wouldn't you like to see him take a breathalyzer test, didn't you?
Mike, Louise wants a packet of pork scratches. Right, I'm on it. Here you are. Here you go, Louise. Take that. It's 50p for you. I don't know if that'll get you one nowadays. Steve said, my son was doing his history work. Asked me what I knew about Galileo. I said, well, he was a poor boy from a poor family. Fuck's sake. Exactly, Metallic. Exactly. It's good for you, isn't it? It's good for you. Look, I've even had a shave today in honor of you lot. I was hoping some of you lot might have made an effort. I'm joking. But, oh my God, that was not English. That was just drunkenese. But so, yeah, and the barman was actually not drunk. So, yeah. Right, let's play that again just for Bob. See if he can understand it second time.
See, this gear's brewed by monks, so it's symbolic. In symbolic terms, this isn't wine. It's actually the blood of Christ.
The blood of Christ, eh? Wouldn't you like to see him take a breathalyzer test, didn't you?
James and Mike, did you hear about the pig that ate a jar of Marmite? Gave birth to twiglets. Fuck's sake. Right, let me get this link out to Persio and Shed Ninja. I kept them waiting long enough. Anyone else want to join? Send me an email, and if I trust you, you can come on. So yeah, Shed. As far as I know, you just followed the instructions. That's all I know, really, because I've only ever joined someone else's one once, and I was pissed out of my face. So I can't even remember what happened. And also, I already had an account. Right, sent. But yeah, I may have to keep you. You two may need to be down the side so I can keep the pub atmosphere going. We'll see how it goes. Little bit of the blood of Christ sounds good. I'll have a pint of that and a packet of wafers. Mike, James and Mike, you kind of look like Rabsy knows. I was gonna put on a fucking vest if I could. I've got a vest on actually. I've got a vest, and see if it's got a hole in it. So I'm stripping now. It's got a hole in it, look, but I ain't got a I ain't got a fucking string vest. I don't think I could pull off a string vest. I've got the right body. I just ain't got the confidence. You need to have a blood alcohol of a lot anyway. Put it this way, a lot and constant to be able to have the confidence to wear one of these or a suit jacket and a fucking string vest and a dirty I ain't got the confidence for that. or high enough blood alcohol. Caesar, did you hear about the man who invented windowsills? He's died. What a ledge. Fuck's sake. He looked terrible. Absolutely fucking terrible.
Drink! Take! House! Girls!
Playing that one every time someone looks like they're falling asleep. Right, so Persio and Shed Ninja, I've sent you the link. You've got the links. Oh, Persio, nice one, mate. Give me a thumbs up when you're ready and I'll get you on. Right. Looks like Persio's just walked in. How you doing, mate? You all right?
I've been waiting on this a week.
You're getting yours open, are you?
Cheers.
All right. All right. If that's what we're doing. Wait, down it is. I just had a bit of neck for me. I don't know if I'm ready for that much yet.
God tier.
Can I just ask everyone watching, what's the volumes like? Is it equal? Because I can bump one up and down if I have to. How you been, mate? You alright?
Oh, that's fucking beautiful.
Mine's gone bloody warm now. It's been out for so long. It's not. I tell you what, I quite like a bit of backfast though. I
Is
think
your
it's
bottle
alright.
green?
Yeah, see, it's doing the
Mm.
floating head.
Oh, that was lovely.
So, are you dressed to impress then? Got the whole gear on? You going to show them? Don't have to if you don't want to yet, but he's only just got the camera, right? Let me put you on full screen just for a second. I'll work out how to get my. There you go. See, Persia does not disappoint.
It's a kilt. It's not a kilt. It's a kilt because that's the last person that got it.
I fucking love that saying.
Right, here.
Hang on. Zed's just triggered a video for you.
Bloody fool, you should never mix your drinks.
What you got there? You Claymore?
No, make sure I don't get done at the Spider-Verse.
No. Got his broomstick. He's got his safety broomstick attachment. Maybe someone has the sense to keep one with him. How the hell did you just keep that though? Has your kilt got a belt loop?
Sorry?
What was you holding? How the hell did you just keep that there if you ain't got a belt loop, or did you just clench that?
No, it's in the back of my belt.
Of course. Oh, of course. Yeah, you have your belt with that, didn't you? Yeah. Sorry, I was just wondering.
Second most important part of a kilt.
Right, Shed Ninja. I'll add you ready. You coming on just with a voice, are you? I'll add you on now. I don't know if you won't be able to tell me when you're ready, but I'll add you on now. I'm gonna change this to like. No, that's not really very good, is it? Hang on, fuck me. Right, I'm gonna add Shed Ninja so we can hear him or not. You lot can't hear this background shit anyway, can you? So I'm gonna turn it off. If you can't hear it anyway, it's just annoying to me. No one can hear it. You can't hear it, can you? You couldn't hear it, could you, Persia? No, I'll turn that shit off. And there's got a load of noise in the background. All I can hear all fucking night. I'll mute that shit.
I'm not making me look fucking like Paul.
Shed Ninja, I'll add you in. I think you have to try and allow your camera. We'll have to see what happens. I'm sorry if you're not ready. And it won't let me yet. It says device. It says they will need to connect their camera and mic before you can add them to the stream. Also, because I can't. And if anyone has any advice for Shed Ninja, let him know. So you up for a late one with us tonight, Persia? Are you?
Oh, I babysit and everything. Bairns are mother-in-laws.
Oh, nice. Yes, nice one.
I don't know if that tonic's going to last me all night though. Didn't realise how much I had drank there.
I know. I did think you was going for that fucking bottle at one point. I'd give you a bit of mine if I could, but you do realise this one's not getting deleted, don't you? The later one will be.
Too much.
The 12 o'clock one is. This one's there, so don't get too drunk. He's gonna end up forcing me into it.
Please, son, while I'm still sober. See the ring?
Yeah.
Take that off the bottle. The knife. Right. Widen that. Take it off the bottle. Right. Leave it stretching. Oh, this
is a bit dodgy. We're drunk.
Anyhow, you take that off the bottle.
Yes.
And then you take right.
That ain't gonna work.
Oh, right.
Someone's getting cut tonight. Right.
And then you take that.
Oh, I broke mine. Let's pretend it's whole still.
It's all right. As long as it's still round. You take the lid. You put the lid over it. Bend it in.
What, in it? Inside it?
Just bend it so that it's inside the lid.
What, now we're getting
Yeah,
married?
covering.
I was going to say that. Dad could have been trying to say I was marrying Metallica all night yesterday. He thought that was going to be the surprise video.
Bend
Like,
it.
me and Persia are getting married instead. And that looks good. Great big fucking Buckfast Sovereign.
When I was at high school, that was what every day came into school wearing on a Monday morning. Sovereign.
And you know what they've been at all night as well. Yeah. Always, yeah. Nice one, Shed. Right, here you go. Mate. Oh god, I've never spoke to you actually properly, have I? Right, Shed Ninja's on.
Let a picker. If the barman sees you with that knife, you're barred. Well, I've got this tucked into my sock, so I'm kind of fucked either way then.
Right, gonna get Shed Ninja and he's waiting. Or Sheed Ninja as he's put it.
Have I done it wrong?
Right,
I fucked it up, haven't I? All right, mate.
No, you're good. You're good. Sheed Ninja.
I'll have to change that. I look a right dick now, don't I? Oh, hang on.
I can do
Fucking trick or treat. Fucking trick or treat. Do you remember that off Halloween?
How are you, mate? Bloody hell, it's great. Oh, I've never actually spoke to you like this before, have I?
Nah. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
All right. Do you remember when you did the Halloween with the ballet on? When you went round trick or treating?
Yes, yeah.
Yeah, that's why I did it. Yeah.
Fuck's sake.
Yeah.
You really should have took that mask off and said, "Put the fucking money in the bag."
That's it. Yeah. I'll have everything in the till and no sudden moves. Yeah, it's great to be on, guys. Yeah, I watch a lot on playback.
Are you still watch then? Because for people who don't know, Jed Ninja used to be on a lot, and it's been on the If you watch the shooting competitions.
Yeah, I'm on them.
You did a really good one on there.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, appreciate
I like
that.
that. That's because you do the kind of things I like, which is a bit of sort of messing around and taking it to the extreme sort of thing. Good luck.
Half the stuff I try and do, and then I'm thinking like, is this legal? Do I want to film this? Do I really want to film this?
Often.
The difference between fucking about and science is taking a record of it.
Yeah, I agree with that.
They always say research as long as you record it.
Yeah.
Same as pornography and prostitution. As long as you record it, it's pornography. If you don't record it,
just experimenting like.
I'm joking. That's great. So what you been at then, Shed Ninja? Been, because I talk to you semi-regularly on Instagram, don't I?
Yeah. I just like to throw a few things your way because I know you like to run with stuff and that.
Yeah, no, it's good fun. Yeah, I'll say that. Because Shed Ninja's been contributing to, and some of his ideas will 100% be in when I do the photograph film.
Let's see if I can get this through here. No, it won't. Will it? I have to do it on there. There we go.
Nice.
Get like the bloody beetroots if you know that group, those Italian guys when they got the masks on.
They're like the Rubber Bandits.
Yes, the Rubber Bandits. They're bloody hilarious. Yeah.
What's outside?
Or Diabolic, the Italian dude. They're doing Oh, you'd like that, Mike? Actually, do you know that character, the American, Italian one? I sent you the knife they're doing for it. Diabolic. Oh yeah.
There's more involved in that. Then there's like a thing, is it? You'll have to send me some links to that, and I'll look into it. Yeah.
There's a new movie out. There was an old movie in the '60s that's it's almost like the Barbarella type stuff back then. But there's a new movie out, and it looks really good.
Carry on. You've just reminded me of something. So look, I probably look very rude doing that. I'm looking for something specific now. Where is it? I don't know if I told you, but you know that film you asked me to watch.
Bring Me the Head of the Machine Gun Woman. Yeah.
I bought it on DVD and loved it.
Oh, brilliant! Yeah,
I don't know if I ever told you I watched it.
yeah, that's a decent movie. That is, yeah.
I can't find where
Sorry,
I put
say
my
again,
DVD.
Persia?
I'm looking for my DVD of it.
So there was
I thought that was excellent. I thought it was a great film.
Sorry.
Where the
There was
fuck?
a movie I told Mike to watch about a year ago called Just a Boys Game, and I bet it's not
That's
I
still
don't
on
know
the
that one.
playlist. That's on the playlist. That's coming.
some Scottish.
You don't know
Scottish
me.
independent movie.
I'll
Really
get
good.
there in a year.
Oh, nice.
Maybe.
Yeah. I was saying on the chat, I used to watch Naked Video. Do you remember Naked Video when Rabsy Nesbitt was just a
That
yeah?
was the first place I heard of Wolf and Cub.
Oh, Lone Wolf and Cub. Yeah.
That was the inspiration for the Mandalorian.
I'm not surprised. I did think
No,
so
you
when I was
told me.
watching it. Yeah.
Yeah, the writers admitted that that's where they drew an awful lot of the inspiration for the Mandalorian from. It's a great show.
I cannot find that fucking film.
There was
They
Naked,
used to-
and then there was the Adam and Joe show.
Oh no, better not. I was gonna
Yeah.
climb up.
All
I was
their
gonna climb
Star
up
Wars
on the
ones were
thing,
well
but I
funny.
risk it.
Oh, totally. That was
Is it-
that.
Holding up, hang on.
Do you remember that Crystal Maze? They did like the Crystal Maze, but with the Star Wars figures. I had that on video for ages. That was so good.
That was when TV was good.
Yeah,
remember-
that was when TV was.
Now
good,
that
yeah.
was a risk. There you go. That's what we were talking
Love it.
about.
Yeah, I love it.
I think. Did I ever tell you I watched it? I must have forgot to say to you. I loved
No,
it ages ago.
I don't think you
I
did.
did.
No. And that's the sort of movie I'd love to make. It's
Yeah.
just so funny.
If
Yeah.
if you want to watch a good sort of, how do you describe it?
I think they called it Latin exploitation cinema, which isn't really. It's not really right, but it's really interesting.
That does sound bad.
Yeah, it does sound bad, doesn't it? Yeah, it's made in. I think it was made in Argentina. Maybe.
Just
Got to
mean,
play
is it-
I've just got to play a
guys-
quick clip. Hang on, because it's getting to that time. It's not the end of anything, but I'm going to have to start walking home soon. So
All right.
Time, gentlemen.
I think he means it.
I've got to set all this up. So it's time, gentlemen. The pub's going to be shut soon. I'm
Good night.
going to be walking home.
I must say, like your shirt. The
Say it
shirt's
again,
nice.
Roger?
The shirt that Shed's wearing is nice.
Oh, thank you, mate. Sorry, yeah. Sorry,
Oh,
yeah, it was
thank
breaking up.
Yeah, thank you for dressing up smart. I appreciate it.
It's a bit of Italian clobber. This is. It's look at the thread count on that.
Your royal colour.
Look at that.
Thank
He
you.
made an effort and everything. That's great.
Colour to make into fabric. It's a royal colour.
cheers, mate. Yeah.
I'll take myself out just for a minute. I'll only be like 30 seconds anyway. No, I better stay in actually. You need the pub atmosphere. But...
I don't need that.
Shed. What have you got on
Yeah.
you that's sharp?
Where to buy it?
No, what got on you that's sharp? Anything sharp I should know about?
Anything sharp? What? You like saying like get your tools out?
Aye.
Get your tools out. Get your tools out. That's off that movie ID, wasn't it? No, just me box cutter. Yeah. So it's always good to have something on you. There you go. There you go. It's if you need to open a parcel when it comes to the door. That sounds like I can hear that unclicking.
Yeah, it's the skin do. Got the kilt on.
You know what? They actually totally got me on Naked Video because there always used to be that thing where if it was in Scotland, they'd say, "Oh, and coming up next is the cricket." That is apart from our viewers in Scotland, like quite a long time ago. And Naked Video did a joke where they said that they did it as if there was an actual nuclear launch happening. And at the time, I believed it, and then it went apart from our viewers in Scotland. I went, bloody hell! It totally got me the way they did it.
As a Scotsman, I must ashamedly say I used to play cricket.
There you go.
Walk about with a big stick. Walk softly, carry a big stick.
Yep, I know that expression. Yeah.
Let's face it. When have you ever seen anybody play fucking baseball?
Well,
but
yeah.
everyone killing spiders. Oh no.
Yeah.
Cricket bat.
A cricket bat is a dangerous thing, and also that Irish football game.
What was
called
naked video? Because
Schlag
I'm
or something.
sure I fucking know that. I'm absolutely sure I do, but it's not quite triggering fully what it is for me.
No, it was oh god, was it late 80s? Or was it even just
early
90s?
90s to mid 90s? There was
Yeah.
naked.
What channel?
Then the Adam and Joe show.
Oh
And
yes,
then
yeah. I
Diaries.
didn't know that. Yeah. Was
And
it on
then
that?
there was a
I remember Vids and all that.
Vids was absolutely brilliant. I used to love Vids.
And
Yeah.
your age, but for some reason, naked video doesn't fully click with me.
Let me get my real face back on.
No, it was Vids. Vids was on, and then it was the Adam and Joe show, and then it was either Naked Vids or it was the Red Shoe Diaries.
I must have seen it. I must have fucking old Red Shoe Diaries. Did you mention that last night, Fuzzy? Was that you? Someone mentioned it last night as a joke.
I remember that. That was with David Duchovny just like wandering around talking to his dog or some shit like that. And it's like,
I don't know why it was in a graveyard, but it was in a graveyard.
Yeah.
Gravestone's dirty stories.
Yeah, he's like, oh, someone sent me another letter. It's like, perhaps tell the
tapes out.
Yeah, it's like, perhaps tell the FBI, mate. They keep tracking you down and sending you filth.
Got to keep
and yeah, what's that other one?
Somehow.
There was that other show. Was it called Out There? That used to show like all the random things. One of the girls who was on. Yeah, that was good. It was one of the presenters was one of those three girls who was on some kind of like a computer game thing. The Bits Girls.
I know what I think I know.
I remember Bits.
Yeah, that was good. That.
Can you remember that weird cooking program? That weird cooking program that used to be on OTV at 2:00 in the morning, and it would literally they'd go around people's houses and film them cooking some terrible recipe. Do you remember that?
No, I don't remember that. No, I don't remember that one.
And it would be literally like someone showing you how to cook something absolutely terrible, like I don't know, some like beans and some weird, like it's hard to explain, proper weird shit.
Yeah, no, I don't remember that.
But that was sort of 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning on ITV. That one.
Oh, so. Hey, I see you've gone for the old waistcoat as well there, Peugeot.
If I'm not wearing a shirt, it's got to be a waistcoat.
Let me show you two something. I would have been wearing a waistcoat, but
pockets.
If you look at my list of stuff to buy, hang on, look.
What you got?
To buy, one of them is a waistcoat.
If you're getting yourself a waistcoat, get yourself a full wool front, wool back.
Yeah, that'll keep you warm.
I'm working in an industrial freezer, and this is actually part of the kit that I wear when I'm in the freezer.
All right.
My full wool waistcoat, because it retains your core body heat. And I mean, minus 25, minus 26 degrees. You feel it. Even with the gear on, you feel it, but with a wool waistcoat, there was a reason that for them during the Victorian era. And they weren't, they weren't shitty, silky back. Makes a difference.
I don't know if you'll be able to see this, but this was quite a nice.
It's got a nice line on it.
Sort of to the naked eye, this has a bit of a translucent, so it changes colour sort of thing.
Wait, going out. My smart coat. You'll appreciate this.
I went to London to buy this fucking overcoat.
Have you ever seen that thing where there was that Polish guy and he was developing a bulletproof vest? This is quite a long time ago, and it was silk. And they say he even demonstrated someone shooting him, and it repelled a bullet. We're talking like 1940s. Yeah. Whoops.
You know, my dream would be a bulletproof overcoat.
Oh yeah, that'd be incredible.
I know it'd be heavy, but
real cool. Check out the epaulets.
By the way, anyone in the chat, sorry if I'm not reading your
Oh yeah, I can't see the chat either. Oh, actually, before I forget, let's have a look before you say. Oh yeah, that's gherkin knives, isn't it? Looks like it.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, and like a meat cleaver.
Yeah, nice.
That's cool. What?
Oh, what we got? Very nice.
And down the inside, cookeries and go on.
Cookery, that's the name. Hey, before I forget, I mean, God knows how long ago it was now, like 6 months. Tactical said, "Oh, what's that film where there's like a coven, and at the end they get away with it? It's Spellbinder." When I heard that, I was like, "I know that film. It's got Kelly Preston in it. It's flipping Saturday Night Fever. What's his name? It's his wife." And I remember when I first saw that, and because I was stunned, I was like, "Holy shit, they got away with it at the end!" Yeah, Spellbinder. That's what it's called. Yeah, it's quite good.
I would move.
I think it was Tactical.
If I moved it, the pub suddenly won't be there.
Is my background right? I can't tell.
Yeah, no, yours is all right. It's normally I would adjust my camera so I was in the middle a bit more. But,
can you see can you see the mask that it actually moves like the image? I've been pissing around with this. It's got like lenticulars on it, so it's supposed to move. Yeah.
Don't really show that much on here.
No, I think you can only see it in person.
They're made of cardboard, aren't they? You make them out of.
Yeah. This is card. Yeah.
That's excellent, though. I've always liked you made.
Oh, thanks. Yeah, I just buy it. I buy it
online or whatever. And...
Yeah, Etsy. The people who banned you for not making your own stuff. Because they had you over, didn't they?
Fuckers.
I reckon someone. Yeah, what was that about?
They said my stuff wasn't handmade.
How can that be?
It wouldn't be more handmade.
Yeah, exactly. I mean,
grassed me up. Like, not grassed me up, but
I think someone,
like, not grassed me up. I wasn't doing nothing wrong, but I reckon someone didn't like. They know some cunts about it.
I reckon it's the same thing. I reckon someone's just decided to just have a pop. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Good thing is, it would have been nice to have been able to do that. It would have made things so much easier. But that's the only reason I did it. It would have made things so much easier. But I can always still do it. So
I've got so many like half-finished bits and pieces that I want to do as well. But when I get time to do it, I do not know. That's why I like you don't mind me just suggesting something, because I go, "Oh, Michael, run with that," and I'll never get around to it.
No, I love it. I genuinely love it.
No, I appreciate that. Yeah, but I reckon one time, I've said it, haven't I? I reckon one time you should do a total green screen shooting competition that everyone just like films shooting a green screen, and you put whatever you want on it, like some Clash of the Titans type.
I think
something like that. It's
would be good.
Shoot the legs, shoot the arms, like that sort of stuff. Yeah.
I'll have all that.
I've came over all warm. Do you know what I mean?
Say that again.
My buck fast too fast there.
Are we supposed to be pretending we're walking right now?
Not quite yet. No, we're not. Hang on. Thank you for reminding me. Hang on. Right. Oh no. We've got a couple of minutes, and we've got to get out the pub. So,
right.
In a couple of minutes, I may have to play an advert. So just give it like 30 seconds.
And it's not a lock-in. It's not a lock-in. We're not having a lock-in.
No, he slung us out. No, because we've got to come back to the Wendy house for an all-nighter.
Nice. I mean, I will have to. I'll probably like nip off as we walk home.
All right. We won't get home till about 12:30, I think. So
it's okay. It's a long way. Yeah, Witham and I, hilarious.
You've got to go. I'll be honest with you. I love sitting on a bench.
All right. Okay. Sounds.
There's a couple of benches on the way that I want to sit on.
Got you. I love the Witham and I clips. They're well funny as well.
Say that again.
When you keep all the Witham and I clips, you keep sticking in. They're hilarious.
There's not out now. But there's one more.
Have you got the one with Michael Elphick in it? And he's like, "I've seen you. You want working on." That always cracks me up. That does.
If this, I think this has worked good. I'm going to add some more in there. So I might do this once a month. Like this pub themed thing, you know what I mean? And I'll add some more into it. I need to find, because while we're outside, I really need someone puking, someone having a fight.
Well, yeah.
You know, that's what you see on a Saturday night, isn't it?
Well, just go to any fast food shop, and someone will definitely start a fight.
Exactly.
All it takes is, can I have a chip? And that's it. Off we flipping go.
Exactly. Oh, hang on, it's 2:45. Right, just got to. So, I don't know what you lot will see. I don't know, I don't know what Persia and Shed's going to see now, but I'm just going to play an ad, and then suddenly we're going to be outside.
After a hard day's graft, nothing quite relaxes me. Like a nice cold pint of vodka. God, dear. So don't be an arse. Get a WeaponCollector glass.
Oh, I did forget to say though that I'm going to be wheeled around in a chair all the way home.
Perfect. like fucking Davros.
Exactly. Where does Davros shit? I reckon he has a little tray thing like a toaster.
Well, you know, when they were filming one of those old Doctor Who movies, they said that all the Daleks, like when they're in London, were like forming an orderly queue over a grate, and they're all just taking it in turns to piss down the grate.
That'd be excellent. I love that. I reckon that's what they really would do as well. For fuck's sake.
There's like a little tricycle in there, apparently. It's still like flipping.
What, and Warwick Davis pedaling it? Or
Yeah, probably. Yeah. This is one of those ones with Peter Cushing in, the proper old old ones. Yeah, one of those. They're quite good, they are. I used to like watching them.
Yeah. I like them. I'll be honest with you. I used to like quite a lot. Even as an adult. Nothing wrong with Doctor Who.
No. Some of the modern stuff can't act for toffee.
Yeah, it's a little bit different now. Same as everything. It's the same as every fucking thing now. It's all fucking shit now.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah,
Well,
it's all like self-referential.
Especially if it's been around for 30 years, no way it'll be as good now as it was. Oh, that's quite chilly out here. I'm glad I've got my jacket on. You're going to have to walk through a tunnel in a minute, so be prepared. I think there's some tramps.
All right.
All right. But they're good tramps.
So, have you seen that movie, Sweet Smell of Success? That's one of my favourites.
No.
Burt Lancaster, Tony Curtis. It's about this reporter. Burt Lancaster is this reporter. It's a proper black and white movie.
Send me, message me.
Yeah.
I'll definitely check it out because I'll get it on DVD.
Yeah, it's good. It used to be difficult to get hold of.
The problem is a lot of people mention me to me, and that'll be it. I'll definitely forget. But if you message me, I promise you, I'll check it out. Because I like anyone who recommends me films. I'll always check them out. I've found some amazing stuff. When people have,
Yeah, there's like there's one that I've got, and I haven't even watched it, and it's all like a reference to all the stuff from like Barbarella and all those.
All right.
I think it's made by one of the.
I know of it.
Oh, you've not seen it? Oh, that's decent movie.
I've never seen Barbarella. I've been meaning to for years and years and years.
Yeah, with Jane Fonda.
Yeah, that's it. I know about it. I know a bit about it, but I've never ever watched it. Watch out for the shitting jogger. Yes, we're going through the woods soon. We'll be going through the woods soon.
Watch out for Chaddy.
Oh, hang on. We should have walked about a bit yet. But yes, watch out for Chaddy. You know Chaddy bums people, don't you?
I'm aware.
Hang on, we should have been a little bit further down the road by now. Hang on. There you go.
All right, so
Getting down the road a bit now.
Sorry, gents, had to find a bush to push in.
I got you.
One of my favourite things, I don't know why, it must be my really weird, fucked up brain, but every single time I'm outside at night, if I stand under a lamppost, it gives me really weird nostalgia of when I was a teenage alcoholic. And I find it really comforting being under weird, dark, and in the dark under artificial light.
Yep. Yeah. You reminded me because I remember you saying that. It's the sodium light, isn't it? It's the yellow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
you reckon that's like a common thing? But I find it comforting. And I think it's because I spent so many years, all my adolescent years, out at night, stood under these lights like that, and I find it sort of weirdly nice.
No, I know exactly what you mean. Yeah.
Yeah, because you don't get that effect anywhere else.
No.
That light and that dark like that, it's
The white light's more aggressive.
Yeah. So yeah, we're gradually getting down the road. Now there'll be a not a lamppost. We're at the lamppost. There'll be a bench to sit on soon. Hang on, actually, I've jumped the gun. It's only 10:50, isn't it? Fucking hell, I've jumped the gun by fucking
Another
40 minutes. What you don't know, I've got a great big. I've had to put a time underneath the chat that's about that big. So I look at the time and then I trigger a video. I've jumped the gun by about 40 minutes. So we're going to be stood under this lamppost for quite a while. About an hour, I think.
That's all right. I have to jump off the top of the wardrobe to get into this kilt.
Hang on. I'm going to show you this comment.
What have we got?
Where is it?
Oh.
Maybe I was. Maybe in a previous life I was a moth. That makes total sense. That explains it all.
The apex predator on Earth until the invention of the light bulb.
There was that weird meme, wasn't there, with the moth, where there's that really scary looking moth looking at a window in the eyes.
I've seen that.
Spiders, not bothered. There's a spider in my house, I'll go and pick up with my fingers and release it outside. When you go, wee man, enjoy your life. See, when there's a moth, that fuckers get squashed like.
Yeah, they're not nice things.
I would let moths live if they didn't keep flying around the fucking telly while you're trying to watch it. And I'm the kind of cunt who goes, I'll be, by the time I've caught that thing and killed it, I'll literally be dying. When you go mad, if it didn't fly in front of the telly though, I'd let it live.
It was that cartoon where the people were like, what is it? It's called, is it called Red Meat? It's quite bad comedy, and they're going, oh wow. He goes, what are you watching? He goes, oh, we couldn't afford any fireworks, so we just soaked some moths in kerosene and lit some tiki torches.
That'd actually be quite a good thing.
That's so bad, isn't it?
Exactly. Trying to think of the films. I watched a couple of good films recently.
Blueberry Elf Bar.
I remember them now. It's a nightmare. Go on, Persia.
And is that a Blueberry Elf Bar?
Earth bar?
Say that again?
The vape that you're using is a blueberry.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, yeah. Yes,
Blueberry.
It is. Yeah.
So
yeah.
we're just walking down for a tunnel soon.
Yeah, it's too easy, isn't it? But you focus so easily, don't you? As soon as you just have a bit, you just focus.
Well, I've tried using them to cut down on my smoking because I'm like a fucking chimney. No, when I'm on the drink, it's these cigarillos.
This tunnel's a little bit dodgy.
Right.
Watch out.
Oh, aye.
I need my
We'll be
nicotine.
all right, I'm sure. What you got? I got that.
Get your tools out, Gumbo.
Red Ninja's just got himself, and that's a weapon in itself. Oh, he's got a Stanley. He's got old school. And Persia, is that your scheme do, or is that your dirt?
Do it.
I sorted them. Everything we was carrying was a religious item, not a religious item, but a cultural religious item. So I belong to the Church of Santa and
Makes sense.
stiletto knives.
Oh, you can't be a little.
No, Santa, not Satan.
Everybody's sad that Anglo arms are no longer being produced, and you can't buy stuff on shop. Who remembers Fury knives? Fury.
Yeah, I think I might have.
They were the cheapest of the cheap about 20 years ago, and I had thousands of them.
Yeah, I'm sure I remember that.
No, I don't remember
Spy and all that. Or battle orders. Yeah.
Oh, battle orders. God, yeah.
Used to go to the old tackle shop.
Yeah, when you were doing those catalogue reviews, Mike, where you're just going through the battle orders, that was great.
I had a really good comment the other day about the catalogue nostalgia. About it was a bloke. Yeah, it's because that's why I did them, because I thought it would be
They were good.
every now and then someone's going to search spy tech and they're going to find it and they're going to love it. And this bloke did. He said, he hadn't seen it for like 20 years and he was absolutely loving it. So, yeah, look, you still got that.
It was that American one as well, wasn't it? Paladin Press, that American one.
Yeah. Paladin, yeah, there's loads, isn't there? Yeah. What the fuck was it? There was
I got this on Battle Orders about 10 years ago.
Oh, what's that? Looks like a...
It's my basket to go with my kilt.
Oh, I see it now. Yeah.
And this was 50 quid. Reduced.
That's insane, isn't it? 50 quid.
I think it was about 50, 150 or something. It's a John Barnett.
Oh, 150. Yeah, I was going to say 50. Yeah.
It was reduced. They were stealing them off 50 quid. It was
you got it for 50 though, but it was worth more. Yeah,
and it was because my wife said to me.
Can I just quickly play a video for Peach? Pete, did you see this video? This is Slingshot Warrior entering a pub.
Yes, cheers.
Cheers.
Boy, that's it.
That's the third time you've seen his name now. Crypto's going to come on.
I'm surprised. He wanted to. I promised. I promise you as well, Persia. He's not coming on later. I'm not spoiling my late night stream with him coming on. He's not on my show. He's not getting on.
Proper pissed when he turns up and says, "Send me the link." You're going to send him the link, and he's going to come on. And it's not what he says that gets to me. It's that fake laugh, and just all of a sudden he starts.
It's just everything he does.
He just fuck.
Yeah, he's in danger of turning into that German guy. Or was it Dragon Lord? He's in danger of turning into him. You know, the one where people go just to wind him up. Is it Dragon Lord? It's something like that. He's a German guy, and people he like gave out his address on the internet, and then everyone like goes on a pilgrimage to actually just wind him up, and it's just insane. Yeah.
Last night, about halfway through Mike's stream, I fell asleep. I've got a bad habit of that. I like to watch Mike's stream when I'm chilling out in the man cave, on the couch, on my phone, and I fall asleep.
Nice bit of WeaponCollector ASMR. That's my job.
I'm 50% of the time on a Friday night, I'm sleep deprived. Same on a Saturday night, I'm sleep deprived. No went without any sleep. So I fall asleep during Mike's streams, to my shame. But I woke up and I went,
no, that's cool by me. Could you make up by coming on video? Hang on a minute. Hang on. We're just getting through this tunnel. I've just noticed something. Hang on. Watch out. Watch out. Watch out.
I first set my eyes on sweet Molly Malone as she wheeled her wheel narrow through streets broad and narrow, crying cockles and mussels.
Oh no,
that's Clockwork Orange, isn't it?
It's all right.
Hi, Dad.
That's Clockwork Orange, isn't it?
Yes, it was.
Oh well.
Except I missed out the bit where they kicked the shit out of him.
I was going to say, viddy well, brother, viddy well. What is this filthy Slovo?
I was on stream, and it was at the same time as you, Mike. And he said some really racist things that I totally wasn't intentional.
Oh, right.
Couldn't swim.
I saw you right. Wow, that Persia. I'm so glad you brought that up. I forgot about that. Yeah, we was on that live stream last night, and he did. He said something extremely racist, and you wrote "wow," didn't you? Because I thought I meant to tell you. But yeah. Let's right, Persia. When he said that, I was laid in bed at the time with my phone, and I actually went like that. It made me surprise me so much. I actually spat. I was so shocked at what not shocked, but that you'd be stupid enough to say that on the live stream.
I've noticed he's done that on stuff I've seen. Yeah,
think about certain races of people.
Yeah,
and what he was saying, I understand the genetics behind it, and there is some truth to it. But it was just the way that he said it, and I was like, "You can't say shit like that. Never mind shit like that on the internet."
That's why I thought people were prompting him to say this stuff. I thought it seemed like people were just winding him up. They were prompting him to say things on his stream. It's like, It's like, are they just trying to get him in trouble?
I will.
Well, they are, but he's
every time
stupid
he
enough
comes on
to
one,
essentially go with it.
every time he comes on one of these streams, he tries his hardest. He tries to fit in. You know what I mean? He's in certain narrow-minded way of seeing things, and I've got a lot of love for him. But I was just like, you can't see shit like that.
He gets a lot of abuse, and to be honest, a lot of it is warranted. You know, if you're going to say weird things, people are going to fucking attack you, aren't they?
Yeah. I was quite surprised at some of the stuff he was saying.
When he said what he said last night, about 4 o'clock in the morning, wasn't it, George? I spat. I was laid in bed and I spat when that's sort of surprise that you'd say something that's fucking stupid. Yeah, as Irishman says there, that's what makes him entertaining. That is true. That is true.
I mean, it's the stupid shit that Slingshot does, like the shooting competition video that he entered, and he lost all 3 of his bolts for his crossbow.
Yeah,
just saying that in.
You must remember that.
Like,
Said,
I've tried to enter.
He shot the 6 bolts. They all missed the target, and they had to end the round there. Because he couldn't do the 2 more rounds because he just shot them into the woods.
Wow!
Just to make out that there's a bloke dead now. There's bolts in him.
I mean, it seems like it always goes to the same part in the backwoods. Oh, I wonder.
By the way, we've spoken about him 10 times now. He's going to come on soon.
Oh, God. That's my
guys. Fault. Sorry to interrupt. I'm going to have to call it a night. I think got a little bit of communication. I need to go.
Fuck up.
Anyway, it's been great to be on. Yeah,
it genuinely means the world to me.
Oh no, I love it. Yeah,
if you want to, please do, mate. Please do.
It's good to see one of the old subscribers.
Yeah,
that's nice of you to say, mate. Thank you.
I mean, I've been subscribed to Mike since he started his videos, and it's good to see the old names popping up.
Yeah, cheers. Yeah, you too. Yeah, it's been good chatting. Yeah, definitely. Yeah. All right, I'm going to make a move, guys.
Take care, mate. Don't forget to send me them links.
I will do, and I'll see you on another night, hopefully.
Get the chance, Shed Ninja. Go onto YouTube and look for It's Just a Boys Game. And get
okay, I'll check it out. Yeah. Check that one out. Nice one.
Mike several times and he's no bothered.
I've got it on my playlist.
He's notorious for that.
Which means maybe 5 years.
Cheers.
All right. Cheers, guys.
I'll take you out, mate, and then you can work your way out if you.
I'm going. Fading out.
Thank you for joining. See you later.
No probs. See you guys. See ya.
Oh, there, he got out all right. He got out all right. So we're still stuck in this tunnel, Pergio, but eventually we're going to be in some woods. It's just I jumped the gun by about 40 minutes, not paying attention to the time.
As long as you promise not to touch me sexually.
Well, yeah.
It's a kill.
You know. No, you said you didn't, so okay, I won't. So it depends, if you want to or not, but no. Or do you mean just on camera? Oh, God. What's going on here? Well, I'm currently in a tunnel walking home. Pergio's coming with me. It's just from his angle, it happens to look like he's indoors, but he's actually stood next to me. But he's got basically, I'm in the tunnel, and we're both outside, and Pergio's got a green screen, but he wants his missus to think he's indoors. That's the story.
I'm taking the dog for a walk.
Exactly.
Wait till she finds out we don't have a dog.
But yeah, exactly. Hang on, that tramp's back.
Oh.
I first set my eyes on sweet Molly Malone as she wheeled her wheel narrow through streets broad and narrow, crying cockles and mussels.
I'm just praying to God I haven't got loads of copyrights for this. Listen to the very first bit of this, George. I'll play 1 second. My favourite bit of this clip is the burp for some reason. I love it. Listen to this. I don't know why. That's my favourite bit of the whole video. Because that's so realistic. Yeah. What you going to say? You're going to say something then. That was great having Shed Ninja on there. That meant the world to me because I never thought I'd ever get him on it. It's not even on YouTube now.
Names.
Say that again, mate.
It's good to see one of the old names.
Yeah.
I'm sure that he used to go on your blog.
He probably did. He's been on the shooting competition.
I remember one time on one of your blogs, and I told somebody that their knives were the shit, and they had to jump in to defend me to be like, no, whoa. He's not trying to be horrible. He's
yeah, because I saw the word the shit as in there. Yeah, I thought you might have been saying their shit sort of thing. Yeah.
Oh no, meaning that
you meant I know the shit exactly as in good, the best. If anyone's watching right now and you want to join on camera, you can send me a link. Send me a message to email. Send me a message to email. Fuck's sake. Send me an email. Yeah.
So how's your week been, Mike?
It's been all right. It's been fucking hectic. The reason I don't upload half the time now is because everything's changed here. Not massively, but it's fucking. I struggle to get time to fucking do videos.
Some life gets in the way.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm meaning to join the shooting shows. I'm saying to myself every year, I'll join this year. I've never got the time. I've never got the money to get the BBs or the ammo that I need.
I've still got right now free sent in. I still need to do for last year's, and I will do it. But yeah, it's just because of
Well, there's the dog.
My old mum who can't walk. Then we got the fucking puppy and fucking the kids. Now I look after the kids 5 days a week. What I'm going to have to do, there is a way around this. I need to just get up early. I love my lions.
You've got to find some time for your YouTube stuff, and I'm taking it that's usually late at night.
Yeah.
Especially
or afternoons. I'll tell you what it was. It was my YouTube time was normally afternoons and evenings. Yeah. And afternoons and evenings, I don't have the time now. So I'm going to have to start getting up. Not early, normal time, because I love my lions. Because my mum don't care. As long as I get up early enough I don't get up late, but you know what I mean? As long as I get up early enough to do the stuff she needs me to do for her, everyone's happy. I do love a nice lion, but
it's all right, man. I understand. And I'm pretty sure that the majority of your subscribers understand.
Yeah, would get it.
Especially the active ones.
By the way, Crypto's just joined. Oh, hang on. Crypto's just joined the part. Just pretend this is in a tunnel.
Yes, cheers.
Cheers.
Boy, that's it.
I never knew you had a dog, Crypto.
Evening slingshot.
Fuck's sake.
Right, Mike. You were the one who said everything gets dressed up. What jewellery have you got on?
Do you know what? I've never had any jewellery ever.
Never?
No, never. I used to have an earring years ago. That's it. No, never wore rings, bracelets, necklaces, ever. None of it.
My wedding ring. This is it's a signet ring. It was actually made from my grandparents' wedding rings.
Oh, that's cool as fuck, that is. I like that. Yeah, it's amazing.
Yeah. I got that for my 18th
birthday. Proper sentimental.
I've never took it off. But when I got married, I swapped it from my right hand to my left hand. And when my first child was born,
nice,
my bling.
For some reason in our family, George, my household anyway, apart from one of my younger brothers, he wears bracelets. At one point, he would wear a bracelet, necklace, and rings. But my dad, me, Malk, and that, never.
Well, I always wear something on my wrist.
I can't even wear a watch. I think it's because I can feel it there. Like,
at the moment,
I'm always aware of it. Go on, mate.
The moment I've got this, I've got a bracelet with Maltese crosses and my bling. Right, but I wear things like that on my left wrist to hide a rather embarrassing story. Right?
What, is it scar or tattoo?
No, I get this tattoo. Right? Now, when I went to get this tattoo, I had the world's worst hangover. And I said to the tattoo artist, I just want the outline. This is the outline that I want, and this is all that I want. I wanted a black heart. Just the outline. I had a plan. I was going to get a black heart, a red club,
yeah.
and a black diamond. And the tattoo artist started shading it. And I mean, I was dying. I had the world's worst hangover. And I said to the tattoo artist, "What you doing, you dick? I tell you not to shade it in." Oh, but it looks stupid. I said, "Look, I'm not interested in your opinion. So I told you what I wanted, and that's what I'm paying for. Don't shade it, or well, I'm going to have to finish it now. Look through the shading. Look through the bit that it hasn't shaded."
Yes.
He's gave me
a penis. Is that cock and balls?
Gave me a penis and balls. It was about 6 months until I realised that he had done that.
Fuck's sake.
So yeah, that's me scarred. I've got quite a few shitty tattoos. One of my other tattoos, one of my friends.
I'm going to have to win. I'm dying for a slash. Hang on. Let me just have a quick piss.
Sean.
Shall I play an ad, or do you want to chat to the people?
Play an ad. I don't like these people.
Right. I won't play the whole thing, but here's my pint glass ad. I'm dying for a fucking slash. But remember to carry on.
Good day, mate. Get yourself a WeaponCollector pint glass today. Only £11.16. You'd be a fool not to. Only the highest quality sand goes into making these glasses. Are you right-handed or left-handed? Maybe you only have feet? You can hold this glass any way you like. Hold it with your cock if you're that way inclined. Get in quickly. This pint glass has already sold 10,000 units in Australia alone. You've seen how much WeaponCollector likes his drink. Now check out his mate Jim. He's real hardcore.
After a hard day's graft, nothing quite relaxes me. Like a nice cold pint of vodka. God dear. So don't be an arse. Get a WeaponCollector glass.
Right, I'm going to get Slingshot on now because I said I'd get him on early so that we can have a nice evening.
My fault. Said his name.
Let's get him on now so we can have a nice peaceful evening. Can't say I never invited him. Yeah, Slingshot. Oh, by the way, though, Slingshot, if you're wearing a wife beater or a camouflage top, you're out of there. You got to dress up smart. I told you. Look at me and fucking Persia. Look at that. Persia's got the whole fucking hog, man. Look at this. Look at this. He's got his fucking claymore with him as well. Well, thank you, Christina. I appreciate the I appreciate you asking. But, sadly, I've never heard of you, so I can't add you in. Good try, though. Mason hates bugs. Who the fuck's that as well? Oh, Christ's sake.
Oh, well, that's me. Just fuck the line up.
You trolls can try. You can try. It ain't going to work. I had an email from one of these, well, not one of these, but one of the trolls saying, blah, 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 has tried to send you $100. All right. If you had sent me $100, it'd be in my fucking PayPal. Send me $100 to my coffee.com. Here.
I've been told it's too dark.
Oh, not coffee. It's port, isn't it?
Right.
Is it? What a time. Oh, looks like we're getting through. We'll be in the woods in a minute, Persia. Watch out.
Oh, just put my pets.
Hang on, I've accidentally took you out. Yeah. I say you weren't doing nothing dodgy then, was you? Oh, yeah, you missed him. You missed him, Metallic. Yeah, he's been and gone. Don't worry, Metallic. You're all right. I appreciate you trying, though. So, yeah, we're walking through the woods now.
If in doubt, knock one out.
That sounds right to me. Oh, slingshot's on. Oh, I don't know if I can accept this.
Oh.
Would you go to a pub dressed like that, slingshot? I don't know. We'll have a vote. When he comes on, let me know whether you'd accept this or not. You're supposed to be dressed up smart. This is
all
right. I'll accept that. I will accept that. That is smart. Nice one, mate.
That depends.
Yeah, sorry. No, I accept that. That is smart.
This is a button-up backwoods shirt.
Yeah. All I saw.
Well, that's acceptable.
Yeah, I do. Well, you don't accept.
Acceptable. I don't know. Can't
Have
see
you
what he's
combed your
wearing.
hair?
Yeah.
Thank you, Sling. I appreciate it. Nice one, Slingshot.
Good evening, Slingshot. How are you?
You look like you're from the 70s. Like a 70s film.
Oh, sure, Persia.
The sideburns.
Have sideburns, can't join.
The turtleneck.
Metallic's fuck then. Metallic,
Like you're about to go to disco.
That's just to hide the double chins.
Yeah. It's like you're about to go to disco.
So, how's your? Have you enjoyed being down the pub with us, Slingshot?
I enjoyed it. I've been out and about lately.
Technically, you're walking home with me now. We're gonna gradually walk home.
What time is it for you at the moment, Slingshot?
6:17.
Dinner time.
Yes, 11:17 where we are.
Either which way, I look. I have a nice. This is basically woodland camo, kind of dress shirt. Basically,
I think that's right.
It's tonic time.
Well, the thing is that this is basically from my backwoods culture, you know. So,
can you understand?
I'll
what
give you that one.
This video. Listen to this. Listen to this video. See if you can understand it. And tell me what they say. You ready?
See, this gear's brewed by monks, so it's symbolic. In symbolic terms, this isn't wine. It's actually the blood of Christ.
The blood of Christ, eh? Wouldn't you like to see him take a breathalyzer test, didn't you?
That was actually the wrong video. I meant to play the other one.
Kind of looked like him. That guy looked like you.
That was more relevant though, but I actually meant to play this one. Hang on, this one. I actually, when he says about the discipline, because in my house, right? Because Slingshot once said to me when he found, when you heard about the trouble I used to get into, he said to me, "Didn't your mum and dad whip you? Didn't they?" And they did, but that wouldn't have stopped me. You know what I mean? My mum and dad could have literally done anything, and the only thing that would have stopped me, you would have had to physically lock me up. And in this video, he says about, there was too much discipline when we was young, and then that's partly what's made them alcoholics. That's my life. Right, so hang on. There you go.
We're not bloody discipline, Rab. See, when we were young, there was nothing but discipline. In fact, it is discipline that has made us what we are today.
Alcoholics?
Exactly. If it wasn't for discipline, Rab and I couldn't drink half of what we're drinking today. Am I right, Rab?
I'm bloody right, but try telling Fantasia at you. Because you didn't know what day it is.
I love that bit. When I telling Fantasia here, he doesn't even know what day it is. Fantasia.
Right, Slingshot. How much of that did you understand?
A little bit.
Was that show was set in the city that I grew up in, and it's called Glaswegian slang. Glasgow is actually the largest Scottish city, so there's an awful lot of slums, and that's based upon the life of an alcoholic. And one of the slums, one of the slums I actually lived in at one point.
Guy kind of looks like you.
Which one? I'd have to be Rabney's Nesbitt. He'd have to be Jamesy, I reckon.
The one with
Oh
the
no,
long
don't
hair.
call me Jamesy Cotter. Jamesy Cotter's a sex pest.
I was only saying for looks, not for.
But
attitude.
yeah. So Mike, did you enjoy my recent video?
Which one? Your
The compound video in the slingshot.
Yeah.
Your live stream
I watched
last
it
night
yesterday
where you were
morning.
So racist. I spat my joking. No, which one? Your shooting one? Yes, it was good. Sorry, I ain't replied yet.
Yeah, that I bought that from basically Sigman.
Can I just ask the people watching quickly? What's the volumes like? Is anyone louder than the other? Because I can level
No,
a bit
not that I can hear.
Well, no, we won't. Me and you, us three won't be able to tell. But people viewing, one of us might be a lot louder. And if they are, let me know because I can level. Because I can't stand watching videos where one's really fucking loud. You know what I mean?
Well,
because you end up turning the volume down because one's loud, and then the one who's quiet, you can't hear them. But I can manually level us out.
Yeah.
Don't carry on. That's to ask it.
Yeah, I've been looking for see my family member of mine is going up missing. It's family can't find her, and they cops said they won't do it.
I'm sorry to hear that, Slingshot.
Family's
difficult.
Oh, I missed that. Sorry.
Yeah.
A family member missing.
Yeah, female cousin. We grew up together.
Yeah, no, well, yeah, no, sorry to hear that. Yeah, that's terrible. I'd be going mad if that had happened. If one of my relatives was missing, yeah, and it was local, I'd be out there.
Yeah, I know. I was out there today. Doing what I can do,
Yeah, fuck that. That's horrendous.
Yeah, family's difficult. Oh, sorry.
It can be.
Well, I
But,
hope she's all right. Did you say it was a girl or a boy? I hope they're all right, and I hope it's just their like a teen.
No, she has 3 sons, and they're my nephews. And
boys, is it? I hope it's like a teen thing, and they're just out having a bit of fun. You know what I mean? But that's not what you're on. It's still.
I hope it's nothing serious, mate.
I hope so too. My cousin is about my age. She's been like a sister to me. I grew up with her.
It's their kids, isn't it?
Yeah, we knew each other since we were children.
Yeah,
family's always difficult. There's no drama like family drama.
That's true, but families that stick together are the best, and we're like a wolf pack.
Yeah, we're just getting out the woods now. We're going to sit on a bench for a little bit. Join me on this bench and drink some Buckfast with me.
Maybe you can say life is like a box of chocolates.
Look at me with my arm resting on that bench.
Life is like a box of chocolates. you
That's
get
like a
that
box of chocolates.
There's more
You know what you're gonna get.
Hang on, all right, let me say it. I can't do a Forrest Gump impression though, but life is like a box of chocolates.
Yeah, you know me, my impressions, Mike. I can do a good impression. That was the first time I met Jenny. She was like an angel.
I will say this: the Scottish accent and the Southern accent are similar.
I am terrible. I can't,
like a deep Southern accent.
There's a reason behind that, Slingshot, and a big part of the reason behind that is because after the Jacobean Wars and the Battle of Culloden, there was something called the Highland Clearances, and the English government took an awful lot of the Scotsmen, especially the Highlanders, and took them into servitude and sold them in America as slaves. And they sold the majority of them into South America. Well, South America, the American Southern States, the Confederate States, as slaves. They sold some of them into slavery and the Caribbean. And there's actually tribes in the Caribbean called the Redlegs, and they're descendants of Scotsmen because they were called Redlegs because their legs would get sunburnt due to wearing kilts in the fields. So an awful lot of the English pronunciations and stuff come from Scotsmen that were sent to the Southern American states. So it's quite possible that as an American from the southern states that you have Scottish ancestry
Possible.
due to slavery.
Well, I've heard that the Scots Irish are like the descendant, like the Southerners are descended from the Scots Irish, like the Appalachians are descended from the Scots Irish. You know, it's interesting. Yeah. You know what the Scots Irish are, right?
I've got Irish ancestry and Scottish ancestry. Although my Scottish ancestry can be traced back thousands of years. My middle name's actually my clan name.
Do you know what? That's amazing, because I'd love to be able to trace my history back that far. That's fucking that's amazing.
One of my father's cousins get really involved in the ancestry trail in the late 90s, early 90s, and our entire living room. See how you get the whole live, laugh, love shit that people draw on their bedroom walls? Well, my cousin's living room has actually got the entire family tree written on it, all the way back and beyond, past the Battle of Culloden, which was the last time that the Scots rose up against the English and said no way.
We've tried to ask me a question. I've got any new weapons? Well, not new weapons necessarily. I got new ammunition for my CO2, Humorex brands, like CO2 shotgun.
You should not ask your slingshot bloody questions, are you? We're trying to have a conversation.
I actually noticed, Slingshot, that you were using marbles as ammunition for your slingshot. That's what I use.
Start a conversation then. I'll look what you've done.
It's cheap. That's the reason why. They're dirt cheap. They're like dirt cheap ammunition.
They're dirt cheap unless you go on the internet and look for steel balls. If you just search steel balls, you'll get factory seconds.
Hello, Samurai Bird.
And you'll get about 1,000 of them for the price that you would get 100 marbles.
That is awesome. I have steel balls. I want to get some more. You know?
Let me just talk about what we were talking about a minute ago. I've tried to look into my history, my family history, and you can't get back that far with mine. I don't know if it's just because they're enterprise records. I mean, you go about 200 years back, and then there's like nothing. I mean,
well, the population of Scotland is 7.5 million.
What would my relatives be if because you know my mum was adopted, so the people who I grew up as my nan and granddad, they are my nan and granddad, but not by blood. And I've met her real parents as well, my real nan and granddad. At my real grandmother's funeral, Danny Boy was played. Now, is that Scottish or is that Irish?
That's Irish.
Or is that that's Irish? Is it?
That's Irish. However, if you trace it back, there are very strong ties between the Irish and the Scottish at the time. Danny Boy was a sung song in pubs and stuff because of the Irish potato famine. So you quite possibly have as much Scottish ancestry as you do Irish.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Yeah, where I come from, is southern England. My family, just couple of hundred years, it's just nothing. It's just nothing.
But I
don't think we're on any sort of records of anything. Yeah, you was going to say something about the population of Scotland, weren't you, or something?
The population of Scotland is 7.2 million. The population of London, as I believe, I could be wrong with this, but I believe the population of London is actually higher than the population of the whole of Scotland.
Yeah, London itself more than Scotland itself. Yeah,
London's actually the third largest populated Scottish city because of the amount of people from Scotland that immigrate to London.
Yeah,
it's strange, but that's how it is. I'm also actually drinking Scotland's second national drink. There's Scotch, then there's Tennent's, then there's Iron Brew,
Tennent's.
Then it's Buckfast.
In the old days, I used to fucking love a bit of Tennent's. Did you get some Tennent's in the end? Oh, is that what you weren't drinking Tennent's Super though? It was Tennent's.
It's just Tennent's Lager.
Right.
I will say this: I do love the legends of Scotland and Ireland, and in England.
Really?
Oh yeah.
Here's one for you. I grew up in a place called Cambuslang, and it's actually Scotland's largest village. A part of Cambuslang is a small village called Halfway, because it's halfway between the largest city and another city called Hamilton. And it's where people used to stop and stay over in the olden days. That's why it's Halfway. But in Halfway, there's a hill called Deckment Hill, which is a military testing ground. They take the military there to use General Purpose machine guns and sniper rifles and stuff. And if you go on to Wikipedia and put in Deckment Hill, it actually says that Deckment Hill is the last battleground of King Arthur.
Ah, that's amazing.
And if you read into it an awful lot, King Arthur's sword was thrown to the Lady of the Lake and the River's Bend. And Cambuslang actually means River's Bend. So,
you know what, I'm loving this.
King Arthur's sword was thrown into the River Clyde, river in Scotland.
One of my favourite things
Glasgow.
in the world is the Arthurian legends. I love it.
So King Arthur's sword was thrown into the largest river in Scotland, in Glasgow. According to the Arthurian legend.
Oh, yeah. It's interesting. You know, one thing I've been watching the video, there's this Scottish guy, okay? And he does, you know how, you know, a lot of Native Americans do a lot of, like...
Put your camera down. We're getting like a headshot again.
Oh,
okay.
I see that lovely shirt you got on. That's it. That's it. A little bit higher. A little bit higher. No, I appreciate you wearing the shirt. Because I said, could you wear a shirt, didn't I? And you did. So thank you, mate. I genuinely appreciate it.
Well, there was a Scottish guy, right? He's on YouTube, right? You know, there's a lot of these YouTubers who are like, we got some Native Americans who talk about, you know, native bushcraft, native things and stuff like that. Well, in Scotland, you have something similar. And there's this guy, right? And he talks about, you know, like Scottish kind of, you know, like Scottish, almost like Aboriginal kind of, you know, like arts and stuff like that, you know, like Scottish archery, Scottish swords.
Is it
like
perchance a YouTuber Bible. Called Fandabidozi?
Yeah.
If you don't subscribe to Fandabidozi, I would highly recommend you look him up, because he does.
Was that the guy
who did a video last year, and it was him camping for 4 days? Yeah. And traditional Scottish gear, everything you need.
Yeah. I think we're talking about the same guy. You know, he's he taught a traditional Scottish, you know, garb and like Scottish knives and what they were used for.
Quite possibly, it's called Fandabidozi. He does an awful lot of videos and stuff like that.
You know, I would say the Scottish dirks and skin doos were
I've lost
kind
sound
of like
for
the
some
first,
reason.
kind of like the first multi-purpose knives.
Give me 1 second, gentlemen. I will need to leave the chat and rejoin.
Okay. I just wanted to say that the first dirks and skin doos were kind of like the first multi-purpose knives, you know?
Yeah, you're right there. You're right. They were. They're like the modern, not modern, the old school, what turned into like modern. Because I think I'm probably not making that down. The Bowie knife came from things like the skin do and the dirk and that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, kind of. Also, there was there was some Spanish influence for the Bowie knife.
Yeah,
but,
a bit of both.
I would say that.
Imagine it, slingshot. Imagine. Let's go back. However long it was. You're an English, Scots, or whatever, English, Scottish, Irish bloke in America, and you've got your traditional English knife, and then you meet the Mexicans, and then you look at their knives, and then you combine it into one. The Bowie knife.
Well, that's true. And the thing is that there was a precursor to the Bowie knife in America, and it was very similar to the dirk. It was called the Arkansas toothpick.
No, I thought you were going to say the toothpick. Yeah, which is it doesn't have the clip, does it? It's more of a big fuck off dagger, basically, isn't it?
Yeah, like a single edged dagger. I mean, so the Arkansas toothpick was the precursor to basically the Bowie knife. But I would say that the Scottish knives were the precursors to the Arkansas toothpick, which was an early American knife.
How you doing, Samurai Bird? You all right, man? Samurai,
Sorry about that, gents.
You don't ever want to come on camera, do you? You're welcome to come on if you want.
If you give me 1 second, Slingshot, I will go and get my dirk, which is the Scottish traditional dagger.
Right, while you do that, I'm going to shout out to the people saying...
Give me 1 second. I got to go get my food.
All right, you do that, and I'll stay on camera. It's all right.
No, I want to go get my food in the kitchen.
Go on. Right. We're sat on a bench right now. I'm outside sat on a bench. I'm on my way home. But, Samurai Bird, if you wanted to come on camera, you're 100% welcome. Just send me you'll have to send me an email. This is the email. Right. Hang on. I'll put in the word exclamation my email, and then my email will pop up in the chat. Like what I'll put it on. Send me hang on, Samurai Bird, you've already got my email, haven't you? Sorry, I'm a bit drunk now. You're Samurai Bird, send me an email, mate, and I'll send you the link. Click the link, follow the instructions. Yeah, ignore that. He's already got me email. He's been sending me him. He's already sent me one today. Currently, I'm sat on a bench on my way home. Oh, sorry, I fell asleep for a bit there.
Not allowed to fall asleep, Mike.
We've had someone.
Right, Slingshot. This is a close approximation. I made this one myself. This is a Scottish Highland dip.
I forgot about that.
Oh yeah.
Right.
Now, from what I can remember, this was single-edged, but they have a dagger.
Serrated on one side usually, but not serrated like we would normally have. It's usually grooves with a straight edge.
Only.
This is worn on the right side of the belt.
Yeah, I do like the handle. I like the palm swell in that handle. You know what I mean, that was a good idea.
Traditionally, this is worn on the right side of the belt to be used in conjunction with a targe, which is a Scottish spiked shield. The sword is worn on the right side with the skean do, which means hidden dagger, hidden in the sock or in the armpit.
From what I can tell, those blades were multiple function.
This is.
They were the first survival knives.
This is a survival knife. This is for general purpose. Usually, your skean do is Gaelic for hidden dagger or black knife, depending on the way you want to translate it. And that means that you don't let somebody know where it is. The reason that when you're wearing a traditional Scottish dress with the kilt and the jacket, the shirt and stuff, you wear that poking out your sock is to let the person know this is my hidden dagger, and I am. It's the same as Bushido. I'm not hiding this from you. It's a mark of respect.
Can you see that?
Yeah,
that's true, though, isn't it?
I would say this is the first. That the first basically special forces, from what I can tell from watching some of the techniques, the survival techniques, were taken from the Scottish Highlanders. You know,
I wouldn't say it was special forces, but it was guerrilla warfare.
Yeah, but you could live off the back. You know what I mean?
At the time, due to English rule, a Scotsman wasn't allowed to own a fighting weapon or to ride a horse above 14 hands high. It was all about, here's my knife, officer. I'm not trying to hide anything from you. I'm not a bad person. I'm not involved in the revolution. Everybody carried a dagger for general purpose.
I have a question. Do you think the shillelagh,
the skean do?
Yeah, I get you.
Well, the Scottish version of a skean do is, a shillelagh was just a cudgel, which was generic throughout the entire of the United Kingdom, which was basically a walking stick with a club on the end of it.
Yeah, with the knob.
The same as the English would carry. Similar to an English double-shodded. What's the term?
They prefer the quarterstaff, the English did.
A quarterstaff, yeah, that's it. Which was, it's generically seen as being an English peasant's weapon, but it was for walking. You were allowed to carry it. Oh, this is to help you walk. If you've ever seen Ghostland, or
Yeah.
marshalling, the same as
Yeah.
bog water,
Tactical is
bogland.
he's gone mad with power.
That is, yeah, it's interesting. Yep.
Sorry.
The Scottish culture, I think, is more. A lot of people don't think that Scotland has a very Aboriginal, and I would say I would call it that in a lot of ways. Traditions.
I wouldn't say it was Aboriginal, really. What I would say was we adopted the English way of life, but we wanted our own independence. Similarly in modern day. However, Scotland is the only known country in the world that has rejected their own independence.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Why would we want to leave the United Kingdom? From my opinion, the British Empire was the largest empire the world has ever seen.
Exactly.
Yeah.
There's never been
when I was at high school, my history teacher
ever bigger than the British Empire, is there?
When I was at high school, my history teacher had a poster on the wall, and she used to say, "All the pink bits are British." When it came to Scottish independence, and I mean, this is the only time I'm going to try and get This is the only time I'm going to be political on Mike's channel, because I know we don't do politics. I'm British and I'm proud. I'm proud of our heritage. We ruled the world.
I love you. I love you for that person. If you said the other way, I'd still respect you anyway.
Well, you know,
I'm not ashamed of my heritage.
I still respect you.
Well, the thing is, I look at my heritage.
I agree with you. I think why wouldn't you want to be part of the greatest fight the empires have been and be part of something that makes you stronger, sort of thing.
I can understand why people want to have Scotland as their own independence. I can understand. I'm not saying I agree with it, but I understand. I would like to see at some point in my life a Scottish World Cup. Well, there's already a Scottish World Cup team, but for the likes of the Olympics and stuff, I would like to see Scottish teams.
Yeah, I can
compete in the Olympics.
Like to see Scottish teams rather than
I get you.
Than British teams. I can
One of the things that gets me, and Mike will maybe have seen this throughout his life.
I like to see,
especially my younger years. When a Scottish person did well in the Olympics, it was a great achievement for British sport.
Yeah, it was British. Yeah, and when they're doing shit, it's Scottish.
When they lose, it's
when they're crap, it's
Scotland.
That Scottish person. Yeah, when they're winning, look at the British. I know, and that's the scumbag press for you. Isn't
In
it?
America, it's a little bit different.
Totally, Mike. Share the love
because we have different sports traditions here. We develop some.
We
have similar sports traditions.
I mean, here's one for you, Mike. Andy Murray.
Yeah.
Right. Did you know that Andy Murray should be famous for more than just being Britain's #1 tennis player?
Yeah.
Do you know he's also a Dunblane massacre survivor?
Really? Oh, no, I did not know that.
He went to Dunblane Primary School.
I should know that.
He went to Dunblane Primary School at the time of the Dunblane shooting, which is the reason that pistol firearms in this country are banned.
I mean that. Man's more experience than that. Or
it's something he's never wanted recognition for.
It gave me a little bit of shiver down my spine when you told me that.
There you go. You learn something new every day.
Yeah. I'm sure that has been mentioned once before, but not.
But yeah.
Excuse me.
But yeah, it's interesting, the Scottish culture. I mean, I think the Scottish invented. I think the one thing that they invented was the first survival knife, the multi-function blade.
You would be surprised at what Scottish people have invented. The light bulb was invented by a Scotsman. Television was invented by a Scotsman.
But that was invented by what's his name? That wasn't a Scotsman. That was
oh no, it was a Scotsman.
He was an American.
He was born in Scotland. He was born in Scotland. He's a Scotsman. Look it up. Google it.
Peugeot's right as well, by the way. Peugeot's right.
Okay.
Yes, I'm right. A Scotsman.
5-round films. Hello. Thank you for saying, hey, Michael, love the videos. Sadly, no, your 50p donation did not come through. I would have given you a shout out had your 50p donation come through. I would have loved it. That would have
Well,
put me.
don't worry, Peach. You can always get basically the Humorex HDR 50. You know.
Excuse me, gentlemen. I must go
You're
outside.
accidentally
and
starting
deal with the bins because the
fucking
wind's
weird
picking up.
conversations tonight. Peach is unintentionally starting all the weird conversations. I need a slash. Should I play a video or make you two go full screen? I'll trust you.
Sorry about that. I had to go outside and move stuff. The wind's picking up and the bins were about to spill over. And I'm not picking up the Roy from the bins with a hangover from hell, which I know I'm going to have.
I can't flex in this. I'm wearing a...
I'm pretty sure you can if you try.
You won't see it.
So are you having a drink with us this evening? Are you just on the soft drinks?
Hanging out, yeah. I didn't buy any actual drinks tonight. I was just, I didn't know it was going to be a drinking stream.
I was asking you to flex now.
Yeah, I know, but I'm wearing a dress shirt, so it's like...
Do it anyway. Pop your muscles straight through it. Be careful, you're going to rip that shirt.
I don't want to flex. I don't have to.
I'd rip this fucking thing if I did it. I'd fucking rip straight through that.
You know, I was there's a scene. You know what you should use in your videos is a scene from Mad Max 2, Mike. You know,
the feral child.
The feral child with that boomerang. That was the first.
I could actually get my niece or nephew. My niece isn't far off from that kid. No, she's not feral, but she's hard enough to portray that little kid. Yeah, if I gave her a boomerang, she'd probably take your head off of it.
I must ask: is anybody else annoyed that the next Mad Max movie is going to be Furiosa, and it's another one of these girl power? I
know. Here's the thing:
if it's called Mad Max, it should be Mad Max.
There is no Mad Max that isn't Mel Gibson, in my opinion.
It's not Mad Max, though, is it?
No, it's not. It is. If it isn't Mel Gibson, it's not Mad Max, in my opinion. I won't watch the Tom Hardy version.
Oh yeah, you won't even watch them, will you?
The Tom Hardy one, I will say, was good.
I thought it was
good.
That wasn't good. It was a girl power narrative.
You
know, it's a wokeism.
I will agree with you on that. But wokeism on that, I will disagree with wokeism on Mad Max Fury Road. That was a Mad Max movie, and Tom Hardy played the part well.
A strong woman's grip on your, you know.
I mean, I will probably still watch the next one. I like an apocalypse movie. I really like.
I do too. You know, The Road is a pretty good movie. Everybody remember The Road?
The Road annoyed me because there was no explanation as to why the world became the way that the world was.
Here's one. Have you ever seen The Rover with Guy Pearce?
No, I haven't.
Yeah.
Get hold of that. Both of you two watch The Rover. You'll like it. It's Guy Pearce. It's post-apocalyptic Australia as well, like Mad Max. It's near future post-apocalyptic Australia, but not Mad Max where they're wearing leathers and chaps. But
the leathers and the chaps annoyed me about Mad Max because
that was the gayest thing.
It's just a weird bit of it. It don't matter, but I know what you mean. It's like didn't need to be in it.
Did you ever see Doomsday?
Yeah, I love that film.
Doomsday was great. Doomsday was set in Scotland. And I will say that screamed to me more what post-apocalyptic would be like.
Yeah.
Because they weren't all
I think Zed got that recently. Did you watch that recently, Zed? Yeah. Doomsday, I genuinely love that.
Oh, I will say, yeah, it was a little. It was the 80s, okay? I will say the reason why Mad Max was so crazy, you know.
Road Warrior.
To the fashion style, right? The Road Warrior was so crazy when it comes to the fashion style. Well, it was because it was the 80s. You know, everything was overblown in the 80s. Let's be honest.
Hey, you see that, man? But an 80s action movie, class.
What's that? Person?
Oh yeah, classic 80s action movies were the best. I mean, now I like the Rambo films. You know.
Oh, don't get me started. The Rambo film, Slingshot. I've got Rambo tattoos. every 80s action movie, every single 80s action movie. When they get shot, they get shot at the shoulder. Right.
I'll put your full screen for a second. Oh, sorry, I've done the wrong thing. Hang on.
Every 80s action movie, they get shot at the shoulder. So I've got a bullet hole. I don't know if I can show it right. Right.
Yeah, no, that did show.
And the first Rambo movie, when he jumps off the cliff into the tree.
I will say this: I do like the original Conan.
And you've got the actual scar on your shoulder as well.
Yeah.
Has anybody ever seen the original Conan films? I mean,
oh, of course.
I can relate to that story.
Grum.
Yes. That sword wouldn't be very practical, though. I don't think so.
That was a broadsword. It was a long sword.
I did get your email. Yeah, when I go to the Wendy house, when you're in, I'll get you on.
I mean, an awful lot of the sword and sandals movies from the 80s and early 90s are poor, but they were products of their generation.
Exactly.
Very similar to the Beowulf
Conan the
movie.
Barbarian, though, is a very, very good film. Oh, sorry.
Conan the Barbarian is fantastic.
Sorry, I missed that. Oh, no, you just sent it. Oh, you sent it about 10 minutes ago. Here you go, mate.
If you haven't seen...
You may not need earphones. Give it a go. I can bump up and down the volume. Sorry, mate. You sent that 10 minutes ago. Thank you for reminding me.
If somebody's asking about headphones, if they're using an iPhone, as long as they're updated to the latest iOS, they don't need to worry about headphones.
So my question is, I got a question for you. Do you think the Arkansas toothpick basically came from the Dirk? I think it did. Yeah.
I bet the duck, the bollock dagger, a Vendel dagger, they're all very similar. A dagger's a dagger.
Have you ever seen the Arkansas toothpick?
Fighting knife. A dagger's a dagger.
Okay, have you ever seen the Arkansas toothpick?
This is the business end.
Yeah, you've seen my Arkansas toothpick.
It's like they said in
when he joins,
Game of Thrones.
Put that back on again if he needs it, and I'll show it.
You stick them with the pointy end.
Yeah, that's true. But you've seen my Arkansas toothpick, haven't you?
Yeah. Hey. That's for me.
This is my at the minute. I fancy it's
historical.
A little bit stabby.
Yeah.
This for me is a historical knife.
Okay.
It's not my favourite knife. I like a Bowie knife.
A
Bowie knife. I like a kukri. I really like a dagger. However, as far as fighting knives go, you want one with a sharp edge. A sharp edge.
Yeah.
And a dull edge. Because the dull edge goes against your wrist.
You want
you can use it to block.
Well. Yeah.
You can then use it to stab.
Yeah.
You can use it point forward. You can use it for slashing. But the most important thing for me with a fighting knife is you want an edge that you can hold against your wrist and use to block.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? If I've got this right,
that makes sense.
If I hold this correctly, I can take a blow from a broadsword and it will not let the broadsword cut into my arm. It would still be painful. I could still get a broken limb. It could still break my arm, but you're not going to cut my arm off. And that's where I think that the premise behind the Arkansas toothpick comes from, because an Arkansas toothpick is sharp up one edge, and slightly sharp down the other, but it's not sharp past this. And I mean,
and the early American knives had curved handles, like mine.
Yes, exactly, curved handles. So that when you held it, it was held straight against your wrist.
Oh, wrong thing.
Yeah.
I mean, if you hold a Bowie knife against your wrist,
Yeah.
The way that I was holding my dick there, you'll see that it matches the contours of your arm, especially with the clipped point. The clipped point catches here, where your arm gets fat.
So that's why curved handles were an early American knife, like pistol grip handles?
That's what I believe.
Oh, yeah?
That is what I believe. I might get wrong.
It's a very uniquely early American kind of blade. I mean, you don't see that in European. Most European handles.
You see that there's a lot of European daggers and knives that do match the contours, but early European knives are sharp on both sides because they're designed for punching through armor, not through the actual plate mail or chainmail, but through the gaps. You want to poke right through. The gaps in European plate mail and chainmail are at the shoulders. The armpits.
Can you not do a review on that book without putting your name on? That's a shame. I'd love
interesting
to see a review of that. Sorry, Persia, I just wanted
to. Some of the things that people don't understand is that, for example, we talk about tomahawks, right? The Indians using axes. Well, those were the boarding axes. We sold those to the Indians. Those axe heads to the Indians. We traded them. You know,
they were traded, but they were based upon their own design, and they were hooked. So if you came in, if a European was fighting against you and held this against their wrist, what's the tomahawk going to do? It's going to come over the top, and it's going to bypass.
I appreciate that.
It's going to bypass this edge.
Yeah,
you're talking about 4 or 5 inches of steel,
I have just remembered,
and then you've got the cutting edge.
Did Sling not ever see the video I made of him tonight?
No, I have not.
Well, this is my interpretation of you. If you owned a dog and a mustache and you lived in England. If you're not right, ready?
Cheers.
Cheers.
Boy, that's it.
That was you. That's if you had an outside.
My long lost cousin. You might not, but you might have some cousins in America that you don't know about.
Oh, I definitely do. No, I 100% actually do. I actually do have American relatives. Yeah, I do. My nan's sister moved to America when she was a kid and has a proper American accent. So I have.
You make me related, Mike.
Yeah.
You make me related.
Well, the thing is that I come from a family of hellraisers, and Mike comes from a family of hellraisers, so they're similar.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, I'll ask my mum where they live. You never know. You might be neighbours. You might be my distant cousin.
I'm not a hellraiser. I'm just an asshole. Excuse me, gentlemen. I must visit the little boy's room.
Yeah, my brothers have done a lot of time, more than I have.
Good, Roger. How you doing, mate? I'm currently outside, sat on a bench, on my way home.
Life is like a box of chocolates.
Fuck's sake.
You know, the thing is, seeing English culture and, basically your comedies, your shows. I mean, we don't get much of that over here. Man? And you see more of what we get of our culture, our TV shows, our comedies more than, let's say, we get over yours. Yeah. So there's stuff there's movies that you've shown me that I don't know nothing about. I mean,
no, you're missing out, man. You're missing out on some great stuff
because it's not like ingrained in our culture. It's not ingrained in our. This stuff is not really sold to the American audience a lot of times. For example, some of the mixing the drinks, we never got that. It's like I think the American equivalent would be another comedy film like Trains, Planes, and Automobiles, maybe.
All right, yeah, I get you.
John Candy.
Oh, hang on. I need to call you tactical again. Got it, tactical. Hang on, Scott. The tramps just popped up again. Hang on, watch out.
Yeah.
I first set my eyes on sweet Molly Malone as she wheeled her wheel narrow through streets broad and narrow, crying cockles muscles.
I did see that movie, by the way.
That's Clockwork Orange, that was.
Yes, I saw
I
it.
just
I
want
always
Zed's
love that
comment on it.
cane
Where
with
was
the
it?
hidden dagger in it. Does anyone remember that
Again,
cane?
mate?
That clockwork.
Yeah, a walking stick with a cane with a blade. Yeah,
Yeah, it
hang
had
on.
a dagger in it. It had that like triangular dagger.
You know
man,
what, Dad? I've looked up if you could drink the amount of alcohol James Bond.
I
could
wonder,
drink,
and I
you'd
wonder,
actually be
Mike.
dead.
And this is
in
my
the
challenge.
films, he drinks so many units. He'd be worse than a proper chronic alcoholic. And there's no
This
way.
is my challenge for you, Mike. Can you recreate that Clockwork Orange cane?
No, I couldn't legally, sadly. No, I couldn't. No.
Oh, man.
I could, but legally I can't. I'd love to. Thank you, Roger. Yeah, bit of James
But
Bond.
it didn't have a sword in it. It had just a dagger. It was just
Any blade in something that's hidden is classed as a hidden weapon.
Yeah.
It's one of the banned
if
weapons.
if you don't take it out of the house, it would be
No, you know what I mean. There was like 19 things banned.
It's the same, I believe, now with a polypropylene training dagger. I believe that they're banned also.
That's technically the stealth knife, but it isn't. If technically it's not because it's not sharp.
That's crazy.
As long as you can defend yourself legally with it,
you can't basically recreate, like the Clockwork Orange.
Hang on. Tactical Pirate just donated. Hang on, Tactical Pirate just donated.
It's a bit time tactical.
Let me play the video quickly. Hang on.
Whoops.
And then let me read out his comment. He said he's skint. Order a taxi, mate. You're looking freezing on that bench. I know.
No, I'm sorry about your prepper shop, Mike.
It's sad, but don't think that's the only thing we could buy from.
Oh no, I've heard of Blades UK, but here's the deal. It's kind of like when Blades and Bows shut down.
But yeah, it's sad when these
pressure.
companies.
Here's the deal. Blades and Bows was like the equivalent of Bud K is in America.
Yeah, exactly.
You don't know what Bud K is, okay? Bud K is an American website and catalog where you can buy all sorts of prepper stuff and all sorts of blaze swords and crossbows and even black powder revolvers. So it's legal here. You could actually buy those legally and functioning.
Oh, we're nearly home now. We're in the field. Just get across this field and we'll be back to the Wendy house.
So
yeah, tactical. Just jump across the field. Come on, fat boy.
We're in the field near my house now.
You can buy crossbows. You can it's very similar to that, and they shut that down, which is crazy. They took all the guns, and that didn't stop the violence. It's like, and now they want us to take all the knives. It's crazy. It's insanity.
If people want to be violent, they'll be violent.
Exactly.
You can beat somebody to death with a frying pan.
You can actually
stab somebody with a screwdriver, with a chisel.
Yeah, you can also stab someone with a tit peg if you wanted to. But so it doesn't really matter.
Are you kidding me? That is crazy.
You've actually said that one time. I just had to upload that one.
Yes, that was actually something that.
I know, but it's a good thing. If anything bad's happening,
are you kidding me? That is crazy.
I know a meme when I see one.
Now I've seen that Scottish guy, traditional Scottish archery and Scottish bows. We're similar to European longbows.
Jolly Pete, I got it perfect that time.
I mean, archery's archery. Archery's archery, regardless of where you come from. The only difference is the type of bow that you shoot.
I think that's Los Angeles there.
Well, can I ask something? Was there any kind of crossbows in Scottish culture? I mean,
actually.
That's what does it tactical, isn't it?
Now that you say that tactical, right? In the Braveheart movie, there was a big chunky what actually happened that was removed from the movie. It's in the book, and at the beginning of the book, the author says, "Oh, this is a work of fiction." But what actually happened was William Wallace actually went to Rome He went to France first to fight against the English via France as a general. And he went to Rome to petition the Pope to get crossbows banned and to ask for help from the Pope, as it was a holy war. William Wallace believed it was a holy war because at that time, the English king viewed himself as a papacy, i.e. Protestantianism, against the Scottish predominantly Catholic Church. He wanted not only crossbows banned, which they were banned as an unholy weapon at the time, but he wanted help from the papacy and the Templar Knights, etc., the other holy warriors, to fight the English, because what he believed was at the time a jihad or a holy war. Crossbows were viewed in Scotland at the time as an unholy weapon due to the fact that they would puncture plate mail. But at the time, the majority of Scotsmen didn't wear plate mail because it was a rich people's armour.
Do you know what?
Rich people could own that.
I love that about war, though, that there's rules in war. Because anyone who says to you, all's fair in love and war, is a liar. Because if I said to you, all right, then I'm going to take your children.
I guess they didn't like that a peasant would basically shoot a...
In a war, in a war, there are rules.
You're saying this, Mike. I'm going to touch upon a subject here that could be considered as political. An awful lot of countries at the moment are saying, "Oh, you can't do this unless you're vaccinated." That's actually considered to be against the Geneva Convention, because forcing somebody to get medical treatment against their will is considered a war crime.
Well, yeah, that is, and I would agree with that.
Legally, it's considered a war crime to force somebody to get medical treatment against their wishes.
I totally agree with you, and here's the thing about that.
I mean, I don't want to say I'm vaccinated, I'm unvaccinated. However, it's something that I think that an awful lot of people aren't touching upon.
That's what we call diarrhea.
Sorry, George. I couldn't myself. I want to finish. Go on, carry on.
We don't do politics on Mike's channel, but it's something
no, carry on. You're all right. I don't mind.
It's something that I feel that more people need to be aware of.
I'm very well aware of this.
It's the rights.
In America, it was still struck down by the Supreme Court. All mandates.
But now we do have to stop, though. Now we do have to stop.
Politics. We don't do politics. We don't do religion. That's one of the things I like about Mike's live streams.
I don't mind it being brought up as an example of what we're talking about, but let's not go deep into.
Yeah, I can always do that for another stream. Anyway,
because it got brought up as in an example of something.
Now I'll do that for Dave's stream. I talk about that stuff on Dave's stream
because that's what it's about. You know me, Slingshot. I like to keep it light. I like to have a laugh.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. I get you.
It's not that I disagree with you. None of that. It's not something I do in my daily life, though. I would not go down to the pub and start talking about politics, and I don't do it in my normal life.
I'm the same. I'm not registered to vote. I'm not interested
in something I don't do. It's not that I don't want to. It's just I don't do it. So I haven't got like an opinion really. I don't even vote. So I can't say fuck all. You know what I mean?
The only opinion I've got on the subject, really, Mike, is that all politicians are thieves and liars.
Yeah, well, we don't want to talk about that.
Scumbag lying bastards.
I do like Scottish weaponry. I do like the Scottish halberd. You have a unique halberd that's different from the British halberd, you know?
You see, a Scottish halberd or a longsword, it's actually the only difference between
Roger, sorry, carry on. I'm in a field now. I'm about that far away from my own.
Why did Mike win a Nobel Prize?
Sorry. No, the English use a bill hook. I'm sorry, they use a type of bill hook.
No, why was Mike awarded the Nobel Prize?
I want to know why.
Because that looks outstanding in his field.
You know something? That does look like the place that that Dave was at doing survival stuff.
Well, fuck me, I spilled my own bit fucking vodka and tonic me eye then.
It's all right, mate. It's just a joke. Don't need to cry.
Yeah, I wasn't really crying.
But yeah.
Let me check my emails again. I'm getting spammed emails. I reckon some of your children.
So yeah, I'm sorry. See, the English had a billhook. They had like a war billhook. The Scottish did have a halberd that had a little hook on it. You know, that was a unique halberd to the Scottish. I mean, I've seen other halberds from different countries, but the Scottish had their own little unique take on the halberd.
Thank you, Zach.
That was
very
a farming tool. It was. I'm sorry to say this, slingshot, but it was a farming tool used throughout the United Kingdom and Western Europe.
That is true. But it was
used 50%, probably more than 50% of the Scottish weaponry at the time of the likes of the Braveheart movies were farm implements because Scottish people were poor. If we could get our hands on it, we could turn it into an implement of war. My point is
that sounds like the English thing because it was not that much difference. But I'm saying that the billhook, that weapon evolved from the billhook. You know that weapon. We
used it as one of the most important battles that the Scottish were involved in with the English was the Battle of Stirling Bridge. And I highly recommend you look this up, Slingshot. And the weapon that was used most by the Scottish at that time was the skeen-dhu, or the dagger, because the march up to Stirling Bridge, a large stone bridge across a river towards the town of Stirling, was marshland and bogland. And what the Scottish did was we hid in the gorse or the woods that were close by, disguised. Again, I see it was guerrilla warfare, and we hid in the bushes and waited in the English heavy cavalry, which were plate mail, on horseback, and we ran up with daggers and stabbed horses. We killed the horse. If the horse went down, the landed gentry of England.
You had spears, right? Pole arms, from what I remember.
We went
to reply to Top Hat Man. He says, "What does it mean by interactive? It means that if you came on earlier, you was at a pub with me, and then you've walked home with me. We're nearly 15 minutes away. We just need to walk through this field. We'll be home soon. Hang on, watch out! The piss heads are back.
Take us, girls."
Thank you, Pop, mate, because I pissed in the bushes twice.
An atmosphere here.
But yeah, it's interesting what you're saying. But I've heard that Scottish use slinging as well.
That's what's in
the Clan Wars. They use slings, like shepherd slings.
A claymore is a romanticised weapon. The majority of Scotsmen that used claymores were seasoned warriors. They had spent time in Germany and in France as mercenaries. It's not something that was a common weapon. It's by no stretch of the imagination it was a common weapon. William Wallace was a seasoned veteran as a mercenary. The first actual historical reference to William Wallace, he was actually arrested for stealing a barrel of, I believe it was rum. I might be wrong, but the first historical references of William Wallace, he was what we call in Scotland a bam, a wido, a gangster. You know what I mean? I'm a hard man. The first historical references to William Wallace, he was arrested with an English knight for stealing barrels of rum. I believe it might have been something else, but he was a thief. He was a thief. He was a wido. According to historical references, when you turned up in Stirling, which was the city in which he lived, if you had a reputation as being a warrior or a fighter, William Wallace would square up to you. Well, square up to you, I mean, he would say, let's have a square go And in Scotland, that means a fair fight. And he would fight with people just for the sake of fighting. William Wallace isn't as romanticised as it has been in modern day literature. He was a band.
I get you.
He was a hard man.
I get you. So what was the common man's tool? I hear the battle axe was pretty popular back then.
You say battle axe. I mean, a commons man tool would have been probably closer to what's commonly known today as a machete, something similar to that. Or
surely that's someone's missus, isn't it?
a hand axe. Hand axe, perhaps even a skean do, a small dagger. Weapons that were easily accessible. They were cheap. Scots people at the time were poor. A stick with a spike on the end of it. A fire hardened stick.
Oh boy.
Close to hand. I mean, like modern day weapons and the United Kingdom.
What do you think of the old?
So they would. I've heard that.
Macbeth. Do you like Macbeth? My favourite Shakespeare thing is Macbeth. I love it.
Okay. Well, I guess you're
never really been
out next part of the stream, Mike.
What?
Macbeth was rich.
Read my message. I'm joking to you.
Macbeth was rich. Macbeth's based upon the landed gentry.
Do you like the story of it? I like the.
Oh yeah, the story behind it.
It's one of my favourite stories because it's got that. I love prophecy. I love anything.
No man or woman born.
Yeah, and prophecies don't go bad as well because he's convinced he can't die because he's been prophesized that he can't die or whatever. I love all that. I love prophecies.
Macbeth was a rich person. Let's face it, Macbeth was probably kicking the balls away for being an Englishman at the time.
Yeah.
He was rich and he treated these people as such. Even now in modern day Scottish drama clubs, cinema, theatre, it's considered bad juju or bad luck to mention Macbeth.
Well, that's down here as well. Same thing. Yeah.
If you say Macbeth, apart from you run outside of the theatre.
Is it true that the Scottish? Is it true the Scottish Army used slingers? I've heard about that. Did they ever use slingers? I mean, like stone slingers. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, well, it was cheap. It was effective. It was a way to keep the wolves away from the sheep. Anything considered a poor person's weapon, the Scottish used.
The sling would be easy to make. Yeah, I get you. You know what I mean?
It was all about money and power.
Yeah.
And we didn't have any money and we didn't have any power. I was actually interviewed for a radio station about 20 years ago outside of at the time it was a pawn shop. It was a pawn shop called I don't remember the name of it now. But they used to sell knives and guns and air rifles and stuff. And I was interviewed outside of it for a radio show. And I was asked what I thought about you can't buy lockback knives and you can't buy these kind of knives and knives are bad. And I told them what I was of the opinion of, and I was of the opinion of it was a 700-year-old English law imposed upon Scotsmen that they couldn't own a weapon and they couldn't ride a horse.
Is that a real thing then? I think I would say that's fucking sick. That's sickening.
Our laws are incredibly similar to yours, Mike. However, I cannot own.
I've seen that, like, for example, similar kind of policies that are put on the Irish and the Scottish have come home to the English back in I've noticed that. It's like a lot of these policies that were put on your people, and I'm not saying anything against English people. I'm saying, like, it seems that the English government has used it against their own people. It's like
the Scottish government, which is independent from the English government, has decreed that I cannot own an air rifle. How many air rifles do you have, Mike?
Too many count, probably.
10? More than 10?
10, and they're set in a box.
I require a firearms license to own an air rifle.
Yeah. What about a crossbow?
Part of the reasoning behind that is I either need to have a permission, which is permission to shoot on a farmer's land or a landowner's land to eradicate vermin, or I require a membership to a gun club. Membership to a gun club in my particular area, There's a year waiting list to get onto the waiting list.
Yeah, it's fucking mental.
It's 85. Yeah, I believe it's £85, which is maybe
crazy
$150 to apply for.
I'm having a
I'm
slag.
not guaranteed to have it.
Have a piss in this field. Can't wait.
Yeah, me.
Ignore it.
That is crazy. That is crazy.
You see that? You see that's crazy, Slingshot. There are no apex predators in the United Kingdom anymore. We've eradicated them all. I have no real reason to own a firearm. Don't get me wrong. I used to go rabbit hunting. I used to enjoy plinking, which is target shooting. But almost 30 years ago, there was a shooting in my country where a gentleman walked into a primary school, which is a junior school, a kindergarten perhaps in your country.
He was a former teacher, from what I heard. He was
and shot 15 children.
He was a former teacher, wasn't he? He was
No, he was just a member of the public. I cannot disagree with the reasoning behind it. I don't have a genuine reason to own a firearm. Am I upset I can no longer go pleasure shooting? Yes. Do I understand the reasoning behind it? Yes.
That's the difference with American. We are very, when it comes to our Second Amendment rights, we're very kind of like
you're very
standoffish. No, man.
You're very lax. There's a difference between the rights to own a firearm and the rights to own a firearm that fires 1,000 rounds per minute.
Well, that's where we disagree. We think that everyone has a right to basically that doesn't matter. We have a different point of view. The American point of view is different. It's
I've got a right to defend my home. If somebody breaks into my home and decides that they're going to cause harm towards my family and myself, I have the right to defend myself with any kind of means that are right and just.
Do you know the reason why the Second Amendment was written into law in the Constitution?
The Second Amendment rights were written into law at a point where a single shot could make the difference between winning a battle and losing a battle.
Well, no, it was written in law because the Founding Fathers, and you can look this up, they knew that there would come a time when then all governments will become tyrannical, and there might come a time when there would have to be, like the Tree of Liberty. I
mean,
someone's asking you a question here. Hang on, let me wait till it comes up.
We're different.
Clydebank, is that supposed to be? Because you asked Perjo if his local club is Clydebank by any chance. I've stayed in Clydebank. I've been there. I've done that. I've got the T-shirt. If that's what he's asking.
Well, here's the thing, and this is where I fundamentally disagree with you. I think that people being armed is actually, when people aren't armed, it's we call it liberty teeth. It's basically an armed population. For example, in my country, a lot of these lockdown stuff weren't as nearly as bad. You know what I mean? Because we're an armed population. If they went too far, it's basically kind of like a government that fears its people is not going to do stupid stuff. Not too much.
I don't want to get too political here, Slingshot, but what I can say is pick 10 people at random that you know in your mind right now and ask yourself, how many of these guys do I trust around me with a firearm?
And let me add something on to that. I believe that Americans who think they could take on their government are totally delusional.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I'm not delusional about that.
There's no way you could take on your government's military, ever. You lot could all have the AK-47 and M16s you want, right? But when it comes to you losing your life, your house, your children, your
liberty,
wives, it's not the same as Iraq, where they live in medieval times.
Okay?
Basically,
a lot of the military people just like us, okay?
Because they're not. They don't live the same lifestyle you lot do. I don't think you lot would give up all of your everything, because that's what you'd have to give up. You would have to literally throw down your life and lose your children, all your luxuries that you have. You got to remember, people like all of the people that could never be beaten. The Vietnamese could never be beaten. The Iraqis could never be beaten. It's because they don't have anything. They don't have anything to lose.
You can't take something off of somebody that doesn't have it.
People who live in luxury, as soon as someone says to you, right, we're coming and we're going to kill we're going to take away your nice car, your house, kill your wife, kill children, I think most of you would probably give in. I'm not.
Well, I don't think. Well, the thing is that what I'm trying to tell you is that the military is comprised of its own people. And here's the deal. The one thing I'm going to try to tell you is that it's a big country, and I'm not for any kind of violent anything. But if there was a civil war, it'd probably be, in my opinion, let's say a state governor basically declares independence, and he can actually. And every state, I'm going to tell you this. Okay, here's how it will work. Every state has a national guard. Are you listening? Every state in America has a national guard. Now, if a governor declared, let's say Governor of Florida, DeSantis, if you're familiar with this guy, declares independence from the United States, he can always deploy, at that point, his National Guard, because every state has its own National Guard, right? And they're basically like a civil military kind of stuff. And that's how that would go down. You know, it wouldn't go. There would be some guerrilla things going on with people, but
Wolverines.
Yeah. But the thing is that that's how it works. You know. Mm-hmm.
Sorry, I muted my mic. I muted my mic because I was on the phone. Can you hear me
Every
now?
state has its own National Guard, and if the governor decides to succeed from the Union, he can always defend his new country. He can always deploy his own National Guard.
That's an insult to you, like saying shot. I do think though the difference is though, and I don't just mean America. I mean we're like America, England, the UK, France, and all that. All of the developed countries, I don't think we could fight our own military and win. I don't think we could because.
Well, we wouldn't need to. Here's the deal. Here's the deal of the situation. Okay, in America, it's like there's people that are loyal to one side. I think the military in a civil war situation would split.
Well, I think I think in the UK, if there was some kind of civil war, I think the military would be on the civilian side, not the. And if you're saying that, if you're saying in the civil war that your military would be on the civilian side,
what I'm saying is that one side would take the side of basically, like one side would take the side of us, or the side of basically maybe the right wing side. And the other side would basically take the and also you have to forget that the military police are heavily dependent on the power grid in America, which I might say the power grid can be easily sabotaged. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Our power grid in America is very vulnerable, with the exception of the Texas power grid.
I'll try and get everyone back. You can come back on, but I'm going to have to get other people on first because there's other people waiting. It means there may be 6 people on, and I can't get you on until one leaves.
Well, I'll say this. I think I've said enough. It's been nice talking to you, Mike. I'm going to check up on some things, and it's
been nice talking to you. You know I don't like it annoys me. You know what I mean? But I know you don't do it on purpose because it's what you do.
What are you talking about?
Politics.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to do politics.
No, this is what I'm saying. Because I understand that a lot of people bring up politics just because of what you talk about. I don't.
Well, someone brought it up to me, and I was like, okay, I'll talk about this. I didn't mean to do that. I don't mean to bring up politics.
No, that's fair enough. Fair enough. If someone brings it up, don't rise to it then.
Whoops.
Okay, sorry. It's all right. That I think I'm sorry. I didn't mean to do it. Okay.
Nah, fair enough. No, I'm not saying you've done anything
But
bad.
you know, when you talk about stuff like that, it provokes my passions, and that's
yeah.
You know. I'll just say that, but I'm sorry about that, and
no, you don't have to
have a
apologize.
nice evening.
Thank you for joining in. I appreciate it. Oh, he's gone. Right. Persia, we're outside my house right now. Let me go indoors, open up the Wendy house, and I'll get you in. All right?
Milk and 2 sugars.
Don't kettle out there, sadly. It's just this.
Is that all you've drank? Fucking man up.
Yeah, but I've drunk that much vodka and tonic. That's some points. That'll all be gone by tonight. Hey, I ain't that far off. I ain't far off yours. Right. Right. Thank you for watching, everyone. I'm not stopping. I'm gonna go outside now because that was my. What you don't know? Did you hear my phone ringing? Luckily, I muted myself.
Was that you getting to shut the fuck up?
Yeah, it was literally my mum saying she's going to bed now. She wasn't actually telling me to shut the fuck up. No, because weirdly tonight, no one's in. My sister and her husband are out in different places. So he's out with my younger brothers getting pissed, and she's out with our cousins getting pissed. So no one's in apart from me and my mum.
I'm just wondering what left to drink in the cupboard after this.
So I've got to piss off out there soon, though. I'll take this off, though, I think. Right.
Catch you
See you in
soon.
about 5 minutes. It won't be long. The computer's already turned on out there. Right. Thanks for watching, everyone. See you. I'm coming back though. See you in about 5 minutes. Come back. All right. Not Persio. Persio's coming on. Tactical, metallic. I'm hoping to see you. Right. See you in a bit. I've got to fucking put. Well, what you don't know, hang on. I'm going to spoil the illusion. What you lot don't know, I've got to put this shit away now.
No.
It didn't work. Hang on, it didn't work. Hang on. Hang on. It didn't work. What the fuck? Oh, we are. There you go. There you go. Let me just tear it down quickly. Oh, look, I was never really out of pub. That's a surprise. Oh no, what's going on here? He's back. Right, I'll see you all in about 5 minutes. See you later.